big, right?
I'm losing my boner. I'm gonna get you with my.
Yeah, I grew up in the hood. I know better than to fuck around like that. I don't even talk about shit like that.
I grew up in the.
Smack you with the.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to
Earthquake.
the motherfucking Go Deeper podcast.
That's just me
Are
moving.
we recording?
That's just how I move.
Are we recording?
We're recording, baby.
We're recording?
We are back. We are in business. The cameras are on.
I didn't even have my headphones on the whole time.
Can you hear yourself in the headphones? Can
Yeah.
you hear
I
yourself?
can definitely hear you.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can definitely hear you talk shit now.
Oh, we're gonna talk we're gonna talk some classified shit in
lots
the
of
building tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Very special guest. We got
Me.
my dog.
No, I'm just kidding. Fuck me. Or not. Or
That's a
Whatever.
perfect
Maybe
setup
later.
for
Yeah.
My dog, the real guest, not the motherfucking.
Please, maybe.
No, for real. And this is sober Matt, by the way. No, it's special
Right.
guest sober Matt.
Sober,
We don't get to see him very much.
That's right. Yeah.
No, in the building we got my dog Edgar, ohitseloso Manoso in the motherfucking building.
Yeah.
Dog,
You.
it's hot in here. I've been waiting until we hit record to open these. I
Yeah,
bought
me
these the other
too,
day when I was
man.
editing.
Fucking-
Tan perrísimas,
Yes.
bro.
All right. I mean,
These are so good.
I'm gonna take your word for it because I don't drink, but just because I'm here.
Why's
with you
everybody getting sober around me, bro?
today. I've been drinking too much for too long.
Hold on, wait. Let's see if we can get it on camera.
Fuck you.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you hear it? It's
Matt's
good.
over here.
It was good.
Hey, honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Right?
It was pretty good.
Right?
I've had those before.
You've had this before.
Yeah. I have.
That too.
Sweet ass.
That too, yeah.
Sweet ass Pacific Ale.
Sweet A's.
Sweet ass.
No, it's sweet ass. Sweet ass.
Sweet ass Pacific. I don't know if that makes sense, but
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, like, this is the sober me.
yeah.
If I'm drunk, I'm like way worse. But he even posted like the reel. I don't know if you saw the reel on the Go Deeper podcast.
I think I did.
Where I was like humping him from behind. Doing
Oh,
all this
that
shit,
was
but he
funny.
didn't even notice.
I
and I was
love
like
that.
twerking on him.
I had no
Hey,
idea.
I saw the picture too.
I said, that's
he was
sober,
protecting
Matt.
what's his, bro.
Were you
Yeah.
the picture too where he was like,
Yeah, he didn't want Brandon looking. I saw
right.
that.
That's right.
He's
Yeah.
protecting
That's
what's
mine.
yours.
That's mine.
Exactly.
I was drunk because we were drinking here at the podcast, and then from there we went to the bar, and that's after we did our drinking is when we
Fucking
took our pictures and the
excuses,
videos. You know what you did? You took advantage of a drunk person. That's what you fucking
I
did, you
did.
sober piece of
I
shit.
did,
That's what
yeah.
happened.
Hey, but he liked it though, right?
He did.
I had no idea.
Dude, he
Exactly.
loved
That's how
it.
much you loved it.
And everyone else enjoyed the show, so it was like it was all
the,
good. Yeah.
the bar was laughing at us.
You can even hear it if you listen to it. If you listen to it, like play it,
Yeah.
you can hear a woman in the background. I really hope
That's
you're
the
getting that on
bartender.
video, and that's
It
the
is.
bartender.
She's on the. I got done talking to that guy after he was done talking on me, and I had no idea. And I turned around, and everybody's fucking laughing. And then I hear the bartender's like, "I hope you recorded that." I'm like, "What the fuck is going on over here?"
And it wasn't even. But the thing is that little clip that he had that he posted, that was none of like that was only like a quarter of
That was
it.
like
I
just-
was doing it.
It was
for
the
whole
end of it.
time,
There was
dude.
more shit before, apparently.
Are you recording me?
Are you recording?
Yeah. I kept telling profiles. I was like,
funny.
"You're recording this, right? You're recording it. I need you to record this. This needs to be recorded."
That's pretty funny.
Fucking Oh, by the way, and Brandon, when you said I almost gleeked on the fucking microphone, Matt, can we see the fucking butts at the blue light really quick, please? Because look at this shit.
Spit all over my mat. Now I had to flip it upside down using the rubber side now.
It would have been funnier. It would have been funnier
You know.
if Mando
Take that
said,
how you
"Hey,
want it."
you spit all over my mat," because you wouldn't know if it was this.
Right,
You spit all over my mat, bro. What the
That's
fuck?
right. Yeah.
All over my mat. My sober mat.
He missed.
Bro, so you're not drinking. Is there a reason or just because?
Honestly, just because
He's not drinking, dude.
I mean, you're drinking right now,
honestly,
but taking
like-
a break.
Like honestly, dude, I used to party.
Yeah.
yeah. No, I used to.
Yeah.
So you're just taking it back
I
a little
toned it
bit.
down. I mean, honestly, like I'm not saying I stopped drinking completely, but like a beer
here and there?
Yeah, when I start drinking again, that's probably how I'm gonna be too. I'm gonna be a lot more mellow than I was, because my problem is like yeah,
You're that
peer
friend.
pressure. No, my thing is like I'd go really hard. Like he knows that I can hold my liquor, so once I start
Hold his
drinking,
nuts.
fuck you. Anyways, by the time he drinks like 2 drinks, I'm like 6 deep.
6 inches deep.
You're setting yourself
Bro,
up.
I
You're setting yourself
I'm so
up.
sorry.
You're setting yourself. I was about to say 6
Jesus
what?
Christ.
Bro, I'm right here and you're giving me right over the plate, bro. I'm just like this.
Yeah. No, I get that because like honestly, like I used to be able to hold my liquor like fuck, man. I
Yeah.
used to like lift like a Buchanan bottle,
Mhm.
like 12, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, and just straight, just chug
Can't
it.
do
And
that
then
shit, bro.
Yeah.
How do you say that in English? Is Buchanan?
it's Buchanan.
Is Buchanan?
Buchanan.
Why do Mexicans call it Bucanas? There's
Because
no
we're Mexican, dog.
There's no S in that bottle.
Hey,
Anyway.
there's no
Bucanas.
S in Walmart.
Are we going to talk about how many things you add S's to?
En el
just,
Home
just say it.
En el Home Depot, en el Little Caesar,
Yeah, there's no G in Walmart.
en el Walmart. That's true. That's true.
So
Cornflakes.
no, but
Every cereal is cornflakes, by the way. I just want to
yeah,
throw
in
that.
Mexico, yeah.
Every cereal is
And then
cornflakes.
honestly, you know how we call cornflakes here, like the cornflakes.
The Kellogg's.
Yeah, yeah.
In Mexico, it's azucaritas, so it's not even cornflakes.
It's not even cornflakes. The actual cornflakes aren't even cornflakes.
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
yeah, no.
That's why I'm trying to learn Spanish, dude. And this is fucking confusing, dude.
Yeah, no, 'cause-
yeah.
Here's the thing. You want to do, what's the name of the program you were using?
Babbel.
Babbel,
Babbel,
right?
yeah.
So you'll learn it that way. But
There's nothing like learning.
I'm
like
just
going
not,
Mexico.
to be honest, though, it hasn't been great because I'm not consistent with it. I thought I'd be able to do it when I'm in my truck, like waiting for the other truck to come or whatever in the middle
do it
of
while
the
you're
night.
driving. You can do it. Oh, because you got to read it?
no,
Nah,
gotta be
bro,
there.
you got to be able to swipe and read and do all that shit. I did it the other day because it was like a review, and you could just say the shit out loud, but then you still had to click the button. And even that, dude, I'm like, I'm driving my truck down the freeway, and I'm like trying to say some shit, and then I'm like trying to push the button and get it right, and I'm
Push the
clicking the wrong
goddamn button.
things, and I kept hitting the help button instead of the next.
Ayuda.
and- yeah.
Ayuda. Auxilio.
Right.
No, yeah. I don't know. Back to that thing, the Buchanan. I fucking went into a liquor store.
Did you ask for
And I
Bucanas?
was like, hey, do you guys got Bucanas? And the lady's like, you're Mexican, huh? I was like,
nah.
nah. He's like, well, it's actually Buchanan.
Okay.
I was like,
Yeah, Buchanan,
okay,
yeah.
it's Buchanan. So that's why, like, if I'm speaking English,
And I'm
Buchanan.
sure by now all the liquor store workers
no Bucanas.
know Bucanas. They've had it named at least
Actually,
once.
honestly, bro, maybe the artist at Bucanas de Culiacan.
Yeah.
That might be why.
Ooh, maybe. But they were formed after though, I think. I have no idea. man.
Whatever. But that's just a guess.
That's a deep dive. All I know is Mexicans call it what it's
I was
not.
just trying to
as.
go deeper.
Hey, you're on the right podcast for that. Because have you ever tried to go RCF? Because I haven't.
No.
Motherfuckers. Bro, they got fucking Imparable on the show, and I'm low-key jealous. Those motherfuckers.
Yeah, me
Fucking
though.
assholes.
That's true. We got Oso. We got what's
yeah,
up?
yeah.
We got Oso.
No,
We stole him. Fuck you guys.
We got a bear in the studio. I think that's also. I want to talk about some gear, bro.
gear?
Here's the thing. He had for a few years now. You've had shirts, and I have 3 shirts myself. They're great, fucking good quality, badass shirts. But we're moving on up in the world, and we have moved on from shirts and hoodies, and we have added to the mix hats in the fucking game, bro. We
Yes,
got
sir.
hats.
We got hats. Actually, hold on.
Like the one he's wearing.
We got
Like the one I'm wearing, and then I got these other 2. I mean, I say these other 2 because it's 2 different logos. But
Oh, they're fucking sick, right?
oh yeah, so I got 2 different logos. Honestly, if you guys pay close attention, the actual logo to my brand is this one. This is the actual logo
Because
to
it
the
says
brand.
Manoso.
The Manoso. So this is how I was when I got it. This is what they made for me. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I need to do something different for people. That way they have different things to wear. And I was like, I talked to the people that are making the hats for me. And I'm like, hey, can you give me some ideas? And this is what I got going on. And they're like, yeah, let's do this. And I'm like, could we make these into 3 different type of things or 4 different types of things? And they're like, we definitely can do whatever you want.
Yep.
I was like, I bet, fuck it, let's do it. So and then honestly, like I was telling you off camera, my main like clientele right now is mostly just, of course, the Latino population. So
The Latinx community.
but honestly, like people ask me
cool, though,
what does mañoso mean, and I'm pretty sure I don't know if you know what mañoso means, but it's like a sly motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
Literally what it is. So
Yeah.
it's like, it's somebody that's like quick with their whatever they're saying. You got you're sly with the ladies. You're sly in picking up jokes, shit like that. So mañoso can mean anything you want
So
it to
the
mean. pretty much.
opposite of Mondo.
That was a good
I'm
one.
just man. Me falta el ñoso.
So no, honestly, so that's what it was. These are sampled hats. So the hats are gonna look like this, but they're added something else. So the people that bought them are gonna get an extra side thing to it. and then
literally
That's
side
pretty cool,
thing.
yeah.
Got
literal
you.
side thing to it.
I
yeah,
like that a lot, dude.
So,
I like that one.
this
That's
one?
like I think that's my favorite one.
of course. So and,
Of course,
and
if I wore it, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this white dude wearing this shit for?"
they'd be like,
And then-
motherfucker, because I'm mañoso.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you can. That's when you drop them like,
Yeah,
I'm about to fucking drop some knowledge on you.
right.
Like yeah, so that
Yeah.
you know, and my goal was that you know I try to price them at a decent price.
At a consumer level.
Yeah, so they're at $35.
There we go.
$35.
Plus, if you have plus shipping and handling.
Of course, plus shipping handling.
handling.
But honestly, I
tight
use
way.
this thing where shipping maybe costs you $5, if that.
Nice.
So I'll put you on that too later on.
Simon, bro, that's fucking tight, man. That's not a bad price for some dope ass hats, if you ask
Yeah,
me. I
those
like
are really nice, dude.
I like
Yeah.
those hats. That's badass.
So
right?
I'm gonna
that's
have to get one.
the idea to it. You know, like I always told you, my price point for anything that I sell, I want everybody to be able to rock it, not just because I want to make money, because it's not true. I mean, who doesn't want to make money, honestly? But I want everybody to be able to rock a brand, a shirt.
Exactly.
You know, feel cool.
Right. I think, dude, I'd rock the shit out of that one.
Yeah.
The one you're wearing right now.
Yeah,
that
no,
with
so-
trees on the side, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'd rock
It's the
hell out
shit,
of that
bro.
one.
Yeah,
It's,
so-
it's legit the shit,
You
bro.
need it in camo though.
No, it is gonna have trees, dog.
Huh?
Yeah,
It's gonna have trees on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
I
gonna
think,
have.
I think he was talking about
Yeah.
Brandon's that last time because he had a pee and it was todo
We
rosas.
already talked about this.
Yeah, the Portland hat, right?
Sí,
yeah,
güey.
yeah. No, so that's why. And then honestly, the reason I put the pine trees is because if you paid attention on the back of the shirt, it says de los pinos.
Yeah, I did.
So from the trees.
El mañoso de los
Yeah,
pinos.
That's
yeah,
what it
from
says on the back
from
of the
pine
shirt.
trees.
Yes,
From
from
the
the
pine
pine
trees.
trees.
Yep.
So you know, I was born and raised here in Portland, and I want to like identify something to Portland related to my brand.
That's fucking tight,
That's
bro.
dope. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
That's
I like that a
representing,
lot,
bro.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know and then the also of course. Well, I mean I've talked about it before. My family is the nickname Oso, so that's why I have the Oso Manoso, the Manoso brand, and the trees coincide with fucking.
Not only the trees, bro. Bears are from the fucking northwest too.
Yeah.
And
Right.
We are here in the northwest side, motherfucker. That's tight,
yeah,
bro. Honestly, congratulations on that shit, bro.
appreciate
Because
that,
I know
bro.
that it's a
Yeah.
big job and it's a lot of people don't understand that it's time, money, and fucking like blood,
dude.
work, sweat, and tears all mixed up.
Yeah.
And it's hard to fucking figure that shit. Just ask Matt the other day. We were talking on the phone,
Oh,
like talking
God,
about this
dude.
and that because
Yeah.
we're
We
trying
go
to
through this
figure
shit all
out
the
hats
time.
too.
No, because I mean, and then your guys' hats. Honestly, I love them. You gave me one, and I have it right here.
We're
too.
trying to figure out still. So
This was like a big thing. Like he did some samples,
Yeah.
and I didn't like him as much, and so I went in and I was like, hey, I want to change this, I want to change this, I want to change this, and fucking Profiles over there like, you picky bitch. And he was just talking shit the whole time, and I'm
It's
like,
true.
hey, but I've done clothing before, so I understand. Like,
See, and
you
then
have
check
to
this
be.
shit out too. Though I have another hat that I never brought out.
Oh, no
and
shit.
my dad has it. My dad's the only one that has it.
Ah,
Yeah.
nice.
So he's the one of one. It was a sample hat,
Yeah.
and I was gonna go with that hat, but bro, I was gonna pay fucking way more than what I pay,
Yeah.
and I was not gonna make any fucking
Well, that's the thing is the other one that we did, it had more stitching, so it was more money.
yeah.
And then it wasn't just that. I didn't like the stitching of it flat out, and I didn't like the colors. And so I said, when I was being a picky bitch, I was designing this hat, and I had it in my head, and I was like, I know what I want it to look like.
I just noticed this shit.
Yeah, I saw that too. I saw it. But
Sharpie.
yeah. But I knew what I wanted it to look like, and so I had a vision in my head, and I was like, okay. So I'm trying to explain it to the guy, and I also have ADHD, so I'm trying to explain some shit. Fuck you, okay? And so like it's hard for me to explain stuff. I fucking get all scatterbrained, but
Yeah.
I finally got it.
No,
Like, this is what I want.
And
you know?
and I get you too, and I laugh because he's a picky bitch, but
Yeah.
I was at that point too,
right.
because I wasn't gonna sell something that. Actually, check the shit out. The person that I first got the first hat from, he sent me some hats, bro, and honestly, they were ugly as shit. Like they were fucking ugly.
below par quality.
Yeah, to me, I would not wear it. The bill was fucking super long, and I was like, I'm not gonna sell that. And he's like, well, aren't you trying to make money? And I was like, motherfucker, yeah, but
Yeah, but
like I'm not gonna sell something to somebody.
that's what I was talking to you about.
Like,
I want,
yeah.
like it's cool to make money. I get that, but also if paying a little bit more money gets you a better quality of something, They're good. I know, bro. I'm telling you, I did not expect them. They're sweet potato fries. I'm like, what did Profiles get?
Profile, you
I have those at home. I get those.
Well, fuck you. You can have those.
I'm just saying, bro. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Man, you're a little
I just don't
defensive
want
today,
to
dog.
crunch into the mic.
Yeah,
he's
going like this, huh?
Crunchitize me,
Oh,
Captain.
shit, fuck. I keep on fucking hitting.
No,
No,
but how you're saying
but-
it. I would rather if our logo,
I think I can order another one.
if our logo, your logo is associated with something, I want it to be nice. How you've said, like, even when it goes even back to when you were doing your shirts. You're like, I don't want them to be super expensive. I want them to be at a consumer level, but I want them to be comfortable shirts.
Yeah, so
And that's the whole thing is when it comes to clothing that you're gonna sell or that represent you at all, that
those chips are good though.
thanks for that. But when you're doing something like that, and same thing with the tattoo, those are the two times where you get to be a picky bitch.
Yeah.
Or how, if that's what he wants to call you, because you know what you want. You have that vision. You have that like.
We took it to
Nah,
heart.
fuck that.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
We took it to heart, motherfucker. I'm with man on this one.
Fucking.
Hey guys, relax. We'll fight afterwards.
Yeah.
Make it pillow fight.
We're gonna hug. We're gonna sword fight.
Yes. No, but honestly, like Mando says, like when it came to the shirts and shit, it was the same thing. The hoodies as well was one of my things where I was like, fuck, I need to do some good quality. I wanted at a consumer price and at my price.
Yeah.
Right.
That was my biggest thing. Sometimes I paid a little bit more than I should have, but in order to have a good quality for the people to wear.
Right. Yeah, that's my whole thing when it comes to all of that. So that's why, like, when I look at the design, I was like, yeah, like the first set they did, I'm like, I don't know if I'd wear that.
Yeah.
And if I'm not gonna wear it, I don't think other people.
That's what I'm saying.
Wear it.
I don't want to sell nothing that I wouldn't wear. That's kind of where my line's
honestly,
at.
and it goes back to these again. Like when I got the box, I was like, fuck. I was nervous. I was like, damn. Okay, these are about to be good. Like, are they gonna be horrible? Are they gonna be good? Like, what's up? Oh shit! Excuse me. Damn. So as soon as I opened that box, I saw them and I was like, fuck. I'm in love.
Yeah.
I saw them and I was like, fuck. I am in love. They had sent me the pictures and I was like, fuck. These hats are amazing. Mm-hmm. So in my head, I was like, these hats are sick. These hats are sick. But then I was talking to my brother and he's like, hey, bro, let's just wait. Don't fucking put them up for sale or anything yet. What's it called? What if the quality's bad?
Right.
And I was like, fuck, you're right. Fuck, you're right. And I was like, okay, cool. So I get the hat and then Mando grabbed the hat for my brother. And as soon
Was that
as...
at Mojitos?
Yeah, that was at Mojitos.
That was the first sample you had?
Yeah, that's the
Bro,
first sample.
I was jokingly, because I was wearing a cowboy hat that day. Jokingly, I was like, I'll trade you. Without hesitation, he gave it to me like this.
Yeah.
I would have kept it, but the thing is, Pepe told me that night, I want everybody please to wear their cowboy hats. And I didn't want, like, tension between me and Pepe, so I was like, I gave it back. I was like, I can't this time.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's crazy. I didn't know that was the first
That
sample,
was the first
bro.
sample.
That was wild.
It was this one.
It was that one?
It was this one.
Wow.
So then when Mando looked back at me and he's like, yo, these hats are dope. I looked at him and I was like, yes.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was like a week and a half, maybe.
Week and a half ago, yeah. And honestly, I wasn't going to go. I really was not going to go.
No way.
Because like I said, I don't drink or I don't go out no more.
Mm-hmm.
But Pepe, Pepe's been Pepe for me. So I was
Pepe
like,
wants me to go tonight, but I'm like, I don't know.
yeah, same with me.
For Banda Maguey?
I'm tired.
I'm tired.
Huh?
Go where?
They're going to play Mojitos tonight. Pepe. But the thing is, you're going to have to, not Europe, we're all going to have to pay to go in. It's not just Pepe, it's Banda Maguey and Banda Maguey. They're not super famous.
$20 or is it going to be
It's going to be probably
$40?
more.
Bucks?
Probably
like
like
50,
40,
60.
40, 50 bucks.
Fucking
I'm not going to go.
No, honestly, Banda Maguey back in the 90s was the shit.
Techno Banda. You probably know. Nah, probably not, actually. I was going to say, what's their most favorite song? Most famous song, the Banda Maguey. Eva María se fue buscando sol en la playa.
Or the love song?
They got
Eterno Enamorado.
Wait, which one is that
Eterno
one?
Enamorado.
Oh, that's them too?
That's my favorite.
They
love
got some
song.
cuts, man, but I don't know about going all the way out. 40, like they got like 2 or 3 good cuts, but $40 at Mojitos. Here's the thing: if I'm going to Mojitos, I'm making money.
Yes.
That's the way I look
See,
at it.
and that's what I started thinking about too.
If I'm going to Mojitos, I'm just sitting outside to eat from the food truck, dude.
Hey, that food truck food is good.
I know.
It's so good.
Have you tried the
It
green
fucked me up last
guacamole
time,
sauce?
though, dude.
I have
I
not.
messed myself up.
Don't do it. I'm gonna tell you right now.
That green sauce?
Don't
Is
do
that what
it.
you're talking
The
about?
green guacamole
hey,
sauce.
that's how I messed myself up last time, dude. It was
That's
so
why I
hot.
stopped drinking.
Yeah, that was the last day I drank, though. For real. That next day, I thought I was dying, dude. I was like, dude, my guts are falling out my ass, dude. This is bad.
So it wasn't-
Everything's burning.
Dude, it was. That,
Mando,
that
what you
sauce.
do to him,
Huh?
Mando?
You weren't supposed to tell nobody.
Oh, dude, yeah. No, we don't got to talk about all that, dude.
Come on.
How I ripped ass so hard in my truck that, like, I had to get back out of my truck and, like, roll down the windows.
high five
Had
on
to
that
roll
one,
down
bro.
the windows
Hell
and get
yeah,
back
I-
out. Like, oh,
Hey, honestly,
fuck, dude.
I've done the same thing.
Yeah, right.
Did you shit yourself too?
No. See, I was good, but he was like, he was right there, and he was just leaving. He was like, why the fuck are you getting back out? Like, what happened? And I was like, dude, I just ripped ass, and I was like, I was gagged, bro. I was like, what?
You're about to have another shit story for us.
Oh, I
I
know,
mean, that's
dude,
it, bro.
yeah,
You
You
yeah.
should have done it for the content.
Take him
Should've
for
just
the
let it
team.
happen,
Take
right?
Por la
All I
anécdota.
heard was, he was saying, fucking, oh my God.
Yeah, and that's how I came out. And I was like, before that happened, I was all, like, doing,
Hey, honestly, my brother's gonna hate me, but that's happened to my brother too.
right?
No way. Que pele, bro.
My brother, that happened to my brother.
That's good, though.
We had ate some burritos, and we added like extra cheese to them and shit, and then he put sauce, bro, and we were chilling, and he goes, he just rips ass, and bro, we rip ass all the time.
We're dudes. It's what we do.
And like honestly, like we'll fucking look at each other, and if it's a good one, we high five and fist
Yeah,
pump,
yeah.
bro.
Like, oh, respect.
Respect
on that
This
one.
motherfucker did it, bro. And he stayed there for a little too long, and he's like,
Okay.
he got up, bro, and ran. I was like, oh fuck, bro. I got up and chased him, bro. It was bad.
I had a good friend of mine, and we used to go fishing all the time. He was like a skinny dude, and he was bulking up to get to build up muscle and all that stuff. And this motherfucker would eat these or drink these protein shakes and do all this other shit, dude. And there was one time we were in his truck, and we're coming back from fishing, and we're on the freeway, dude. We're doing like 85 miles an hour. So there ain't nowhere for me to go. Okay, and then he turns the heater on. And I'm like, what the fuck is this dude doing right now? And he puts his hand over it, and
That
then
was
I'm
a
like,
plan.
and I'm
He
looking at
planned.
him like, what the fuck? And then next thing I know, I'm like, oh God, and I'm like going in my sweater, dude. I had my hand smelled like fish, and I was all,
He said, "Good morning, ladies."
woo, dude. I'd rather smell that, dude. I'd rather smell the fish any day. I was like, oh God.
You know,
dude.
as far as it smells like
Yeah.
death. If you're like fish,
Yeah,
I prefer this
dude,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah. And you know what I'm talking about, like that cut bait, that nasty ass fish. Like
I'd rather smell Lamonte than what the fuck you're.
Damn, bro, fuck. No, yeah, that's
Dude.
that's a good. I don't think I've ever told that one. Yeah,
I never had it.
My brother's gonna kill me for
Oh
that
yeah,
one.
shout out to my
Hey,
buddy
he
Josh.
should have came.
You should have
Should've
came.
Shout out to my buddy Josh for that one. Fucking asshole.
No,
Dude, your
but-
brother and Josh should get together and mix their farts and fucking take over
Fucking
the world.
sell them, bro. They just sell them as like stink
Fart
bombs
sellers and shit.
Yeah.
Ah,
You
great,
see
I
that
love
girl
it.
that sold farts for a living, and she made some good money.
Yeah, dude, she
What?
made a lot of money. Dude. She
didn't
fart
see
into
about that?
jars.
What?
You didn't
She
see
would,
that?
She would fart into jars and sell them for like $1,000.
Yeah, bro. Some guys would pay $1,000 for a fart in a mason jar.
Yeah. And they'd huff them, bro. They like open up the jar and they.
Me pongo un toque de culo.
Me pongo un taque de culo.
Y mi
Yeah,
persona soltera.
yeah, no, bro. Yeah, that's
That's what, bro. Girls have it so easy nowadays. If
in
you
certain aspects.
if they're hot, I guess I should say.
In certain aspects.
If a girl is sexy, she can make money. If
She doesn't even have to be sexy.
She gotta have a booty,
You know what?
booty,
You know
booty.
That's true.
All
That's
she
true.
has to do is have really nice feet.
And
That is true.
Low moral, dude. Even
so true,
gorditas,
dude.
bro. There's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, if you don't go to church every Sunday, you might make some money. On
I was
some
actually
OnlyFans.
thinking about that. I was thinking
Making
about,
OnlyFans. I'd subscribe.
No, not that. But the
Oh yeah.
I was thinking about that for like a clothing company for fishing.
Ooh. Oh.
I'm gonna see if it is one, dude.
What?
I'm gonna see if it is one, and I'm gonna put my name on that.
Let me know before I edit it up.
Bro.
For fishing.
Like as a
Do
fishing
not
brand.
cut that part out.
We might have to bleep
cut
that,
that part
actually.
out. Cut
Yeah,
that part
yeah.
out.
We might have to
Yeah.
because
Yeah, no.
I know, I
You
didn't
can't. You
think
can.
about that.
Yeah. You gotta cut that out.
Don't you be stealing my ideas, bitches.
I won't.
mother riches.
Hey, but you know what? I want. I won't steal it, but I will buy from you.
There we go. There we go. Showing that support right
I
there.
stared right in the lens.
You know what you could do? What you could do? Now that we're not talking about that, but
Yeah.
you could combine it with the Go Deeper.
Like
Yeah.
a collaboration.
Well, Go Deeper is like not even fishing anymore. So
It depends on who the guest is.
we talk about this all the time. But you just pushed my fishing guys that I wanted to have on here like 2 weeks out. So
Well, I told you to hit him up.
yeah,
Bring them in today. Fuck it. Let's see what's up.
they won't. No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got you.
Well, no. Okay, so the whole reason why I haven't really tried to reach out to them either is because we didn't have a set schedule when we want to bring them
Well,
in.
now you do.
And he always has people in mind, and so he usually just handles it. So I
Well,
don't usually.
so now your homework is to schedule these.
I can hit him up too. I just thought you would because you're closer to them a bit.
Well, no, I'll hit him up. I'll even hit him. I'll hit up Jim after we leave here.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
So
I want to watch them. I
those
honestly,
guys are fucking funny.
They're tournament fishermen too.
Oh
And
fuck,
they're
dude!
funny as
I
shit.
was actually telling Mando last time, bro. I want to go fishing. I've never been. Actually, I went fishing once, but I was too young.
These are guys you want to go with.
Yeah.
These
And
guys,
fun.
you'll be out there.
Busting balls and shit, bro.
Bro, that's
drinking
the
and
whole
talking
point.
shit the whole
Honestly,
time, yeah.
the last time I went, I was little, so I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I think now, if I
It's the shit, bro.
kick back and actually have
Here's
some
the thing,
friends.
though. You have to have a love for fishing, but the reason I go fishing is the people I go fishing with, bro. Shooting the shit, busting balls, having a good time
and
with the
that's
homies.
the people you go with are definitely like it's a thing. So like it's almost like you have to like feel a person out. It's almost like dating.
Yeah, no,
Like
for
there's
sure.
people
Bro, you're out there for a while.
there's people I fish with where I'm like, I don't vibe with you. Like I can't fish with you anymore because we don't match up.
Yo,
You know what I
pussy
mean?
stank.
Right. That's exactly what it is.
Like Brandon all over my mat.
Right. And the beard too, you bastard. No, I'm just kidding.
That's the flavor saver, dog.
That is actually. Yeah. Ask Profiles about his mustache.
That was good profile shit about his. They call it what's his name? Cantinflas.
Oh yeah.
Tell me what's
Look up a picture of Google search Cantinflas.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, from now on, he's not gonna be called Profiles. I promise you that. After he sees that picture, he's gonna be Cantinflas.
That's what this was gonna call him. Compa Canti.
Fuck yeah.
I kind of want to wait and see what he says.
I looked it up on the wrong phone because I got like this.
I got you.
They have Verizon.
I do, but remember, I get no service down here. We're in a basement.
I'm gonna bleep that part out too. People don't need to know that.
Holy shit!
Uh-huh.
See that? I got you, dog.
Tell
Bro, you just got to trim up the middle of that stash a little bit. Spread it out a
People
little
don't
bit
know what
more,
profiles
dude.
look like.
Yeah.
He's always behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
Profiles always behind the scenes. Hey, why don't you guys add Profile to a fucking episode?
Because who's gonna check my cameras?
I've asked him like a bunch of times. He won't go in front of.
He doesn't want to. I've asked.
Yeah, he
He'll no
doesn't
way.
want
I've asked you a lot of times to come on, but he said only if
I
certain
missed
people.
I missed an N in that name when I spelt it.
Cantinflas.
No.
Huh? Yeah, I did it like T-floss instead of teen floss. Whatever.
Okay. Also, actually, you have your Manoso brand with your merch and stuff. Obviously, you have. They call you also, but there's another Instagram that you also run. It's called the Escandaloso Podcast.
I thought you were talking about the OnlyFans one.
Oh, I mean, I wasn't gonna
Yeah.
bring that up to light. I thought that was just a you and me thing, but.
Oh yeah, sorry, just for you. My bad.
No, but tell me please about your Escandaloso podcast because you're telling me that you're like on the verge of dropping some episodes.
Yeah, we've had some scheduling conflicts, so I understand where you're coming from.
What we're just talking about.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so there is an episode. Actually, we had an episode we were recording, but a family emergency happened. So
Oh, damn.
They had to dip out. But we do have a couple episodes, and I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna combine them
to make one.
all in one.
Oh, nice.
So it's gonna be
wow.
it's gonna be
How long individually are they?
man, each one's like an hour and a half, 2
No,
hours.
You're
man,
gonna
is-
combine those?
You can have a 3-hour one episode.
Yeah,
Damn.
maybe or an
Yeah.
hour, just an hour.
Probably just an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna
Smash them
trim
all
it.
into 1 hour.
Yeah, smash into like an hour and a half, maybe.
Oh, you're gonna condense them into one.
Condense them into
So
one.
I thought you meant just take this one and take this one in. Here's your
That'd
sandwich.
be pretty dope, though. But no.
Jesus, dude,
I,
like
yeah.
6 hours of fucking.
Bro, the last time we were here with our
I would
RCF
listen
boys,
to it at work.
our last,
Appreciate you.
they were here and it was the longest episode we've ever done. It was like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
That's just long as fuck to me, bro. They be having like
It was
4-hour
a
episodes and shit. I'm just like, God damn, bro.
long, dude.
I gotta take.
I listened to it in my truck when you sent me the preview, and I was like, "This is fucking long."
Yeah, bro.
But it was funny though.
And I
'cause
had
there was some moments that just kind of flew by because they were just so good. I was like, "Oh yeah."
My brother just texted me.
He's like, I heard you talking shit,
He's
motherfucker.
like, his ears were ringing. So that's the goal, honestly.
But
like
what is it though? Like, what's
So
your
the-
podcast about?
honestly, like it's
Because it's dope, bro.
It's speaking on tea. Honestly, like my goal is to
Tea.
like
No, he
fucking
said.
fucking te caliente type of thing.
Te la meto.
Why do you gotta explain it to me like I don't fucking understand?
Te cojo.
Oh god.
So it puts people into situations like like I ask random questions on the Instagram, so it's me or Chris that asks questions.
And it's anonymous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
if
yeah.
people send something, like I know who it is, but
Yeah.
I don't
Right.
keep like it's whatever.
Yeah.
I don't judge because I am not one to judge. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know.
So the point is, I ask questions like craziest hookup, fucking what is the worst situation you've been on with the date?
Yeah.
If you're the last one was if you ask would you tell your significant other if the sex is great or if it's fucking?
I gave you that idea.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah.
I gave
that's
him that
so-
idea.
Yeah.
So
He
it
told
just-
me, he's like, hey, bro, I need an idea for like
Oh,
a
bro,
question for
I
the
come up
podcast.
with ideas all the time.
shoot them
Like
over.
questions.
dude.
Like questions you can
Yeah,
ask
yeah,
the general
no, yeah.
public.
I sit in a truck for like 9 hours a day, dude.
Shit, I'm about to get his number and just text him and be like, hey, dog.
Hey,
And
if you
I
get,
need a
hey,
question.
I'll get your number, and you're gonna
Hot
get a random
takes.
text from me.
Hot takes,
You're
yeah.
gonna get a random text from me at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
I'm cool.
Just while
I'm usually
driving.
awake.
Right.
No, but so that's the thing, like people send in their things, and I have an email set up too. So if they send like their long stories and shit, like
That's even better, bro, because it's
to me,
details.
it's
Yeah,
details
yeah.
and shit. That's what I aim for. Like like that is my goal that I try to get people to send me in fucking details and shit, like juicy ass fucking
Nice.
shit.
Bro, that's fucking tight. So what you on the podcast? What is it's you and Chris?
Chris,
and
me
you
and
guys,
Chris, and that's it.
And you guys just kind of like, oh, here's the question I asked, and here are some of the
So
responses we got.
we talk, like a general conversation, like when we kick it, and it's like if the mics aren't even there, we literally bullshit.
That's lit. Those are the best
We
podcasts,
literally
bro.
bullshit. We don't
The
plan.
podcast, the best podcasts are the ones you're listening to, and you forget you're listening to a podcast.
Yeah.
'Cause you're just
Right.
like like we should do this, but we don't. But
Yeah.
we definitely should, because sometimes we get sidetracked.
like that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But we go at it, bro. We just talk, and then we're like, oh shit, maybe we should talk about a fucking thing that we read.
That's
Type of
right,
thing,
right. That's why we have that, because we will go off. Way
bro,
the
we
fuck
live on
off.
tangents,
We
bro.
just-
Like if we
Bro.
we're gonna talk about this, and somebody goes like this, we keep going that way, bro.
we do it
No,
all
so
the
that
time,
that
man.
to me is fucking,
And then we're like, dude, there was something really important we were supposed to
We
talk
were
to
like
on
we were
that-
leading
like,
up to
talk
something,
on
and
that.
we fucking. That's why we.
fucking-
That's why we
so
have to.
That's
do
how it
this.
is with me too. Like we'll talk, and then we're like, oh shit, maybe we should read the story. So sometimes he reads the story, or I read the story, because we both have access to
Sí.
the Escandaloso podcast.
Nice,
So-
nice. Oh, so you guys can both
So
be
we
checking
both
in
be
and-
checking in
Ah.
and stuff like that.
Get
So,
you going, bro.
Yeah,
That's
it's not
tight.
just me that runs it. On that.
Sorry, fuck off.
He was preparing for later.
I'm unhinging my jaw.
That's some paranormal shit. Just
Oh, I do. I'm gonna ask you
Yeah,
for
yeah,
question too.
But
with the ghost stick there. That's
Joe Coy. Have you seen the new Joe Coy special?
right.
Have you seen it with the CPAP?
Yep. Yeah.
It's like it sounds like if you don't sleep with the CPAP, like ghosts are just fucking.
right.
that's how I be sleeping and shit.
I sleep with the CPAP now, so I don't have to worry about that. I got a mask, bro.
I need to get one of those.
I can get
Darth
that shit
Vader, like-
coming in, yeah. No, I'm not Darth Vader, bro.
No, you don't.
I feel like a fucking jet fighter. That's
Yeah.
what
They're big, bro. They're like this.
Oh, see, wait.
So, yeah, I used to help people set up their.
Talking about the sound, like my
CPAP.
dad has one too.
mine's really quiet. Mine's
yeah?
really quiet. Yeah.
Have you had one? You had it recently, huh? How many years have you been using the CPAP for?
Oh fuck. Let's see, 8 years.
La
8 years.
verga.
Yeah.
Damn, I definitely need to get
You've been
one,
fucked
bro.
up for a while, then, huh?
I've probably needed a CPAP since I was like 18.
I've been needing once I was 12.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. I used to actually. I got a funny story about that. My I went camping with my buddy David and his wife now, and we were tent camping at the same campsite. We got drunk as shit. We were playing that King's Cup game and all that.
What the fuck is that?
It's a fucking card game. I don't know. You get fucked up.
Yeah, you get fucking
trashed.
pouring shit in there, bro.
You keep pouring, and then the person has to drink the fucking
Yeah, so it
whatever's
can
in
be
there.
beer, tequila,
It can
whatever
be
you're
everything
drinking.
all in one.
So
cup.
let's say
It's
I'm
like-
drinking beer, he's drinking water, you're drinking Jack
And
Daniels.
everybody pours it into.
Yeah.
And whoever loses got to drink that.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, my man.
And so you get trashed. So I was fucking wasted, dude. And then I passed out in my tent. And in the middle of the night, my buddy's girl wakes up and she's like, "Oh my god, there's a bear out there." And I was like freaking the fuck out, dude, like full on panic attack. And this is in like Southern California where we're at. There's no fucking bears over there. So
Right.
buddy David's like, "There's no bears." And she goes, "No, you hear it. Listen." And then like I fucking made the noise again. It was all or whatever, like all super loud. And she like flipped out and he was like, "Oh, that's Matt, dude. that's Matt. That's just the way he sounds." And she's like, "Oh, he's fucked up."
That bullshit get a fucking
They
CPAP.
legitimately thought I was a bear.
That's funny as fuck.
Well,
It was before I looked like this.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
well,
I mean, I was clean shaven and everything. So.
I was gonna say, well, someone's looking at you.
I mean, now they could really mistake me for
Yeah.
a bear. So
dude, if you slept without a CPAP,
CPAP, yeah, I'd
today,
die.
you wouldn't
Probably.
die, but you would
I would die.
sound
You do pretty
and
close.
look
I'd feel like I was dying.
like el oso.
I'd probably feel like I was dying.
No, say a bear.
I don't look that bad.
You gonna need what you.
Dude, it was so bad that I used to sleep in closets and shit. Like when I used to go with friends
Te
out
mandaron
to
hasta el
Vegas
closet?
and stuff, I used to sleep in the closet.
And would you come out?
You set yourself up, bro. You're setting yourself up.
That's a lame joke though.
It was perfect, honestly.
Bro, honestly, Brandon had a joke, and it's because I heard him wrong on the last podcast, and I'm just like, what the fuck did he say? It was about. Oh, we were talking about the apocalypse,
apocalypse.
the three things,
Yeah.
and he said
Matches.
and then Alex was like, well, what if they get wet? And Alex goes, or Brandon goes, let me just turn them on, and I was just like, I misheard him. I thought he said I turned to mom. I thought like I turned into a mom. I was like. And Brandon started laughing like that joke flopped so fucking hard.
And then I looked at him and I was he still didn't get it. And I look at Mondo and I'm like, he turned them on, as in got them wet.
And I was like, oh.
And he's like, oh. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
And then Brandon goes
Mondo.
like, oh, I thought the joke was stupid, but it turns out y'all are fucking stupid. Saludos a mi compa Brandon.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was funny.
Bro, let's Scandaloso. Honestly, bro, I can't wait for that shit to come out.
Yes,
Man.
that's
I've been
okay.
waiting for a while, man. I'm gonna be honest with
too.
you. So
Honest, I ain't gonna lie, me too.
now that it's coming out, man, I'm super excited. I'm gonna share the fuck out of that fucking
Yeah,
shit.
no,
bro.
that's the goal. We definitely want to do something more frequent, you know.
Hit me up because I'll help you put it on Spotify.
Yeah, he's been telling me about this for a while.
Yeah,
Like we've talked about it for well over a month or
Yeah.
two or
They
whatever.
took a
I
break
don't
from
know.
it for a while, and
okay.
they did a thing like a while for, like, but now they're back into it like 100%. They're fucking doing it, recording
Yeah,
episodes and shit now.
because
too.
of that one, I had ideas about doing stuff.
that was a good one.
Well,
That was a
I know,
really
that
good
came
one.
from
Yeah,
the depths
yeah.
of the sea
Yeah.
back to the, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
actually, because you asked me to come over one time because you were
Yeah.
helping set up the mics and shit. And I didn't
That's
know.
how bad it was, bro. I didn't know nothing.
Yeah, that's kind of.
And I don't know nothing either, but I'm like, I'll come and figure it out with you, bro. I
And
want
this
to.
is the thing is, I understand the mics and the audio stuff. I don't understand the camera stuff. So he would have to just come over and
That's the
do
easy
all the
part.
cameras for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's the easy part.
So you know that's the thing. And later on, I plan on doing the video, of course. But right now, I just want to focus on the audio.
But eso te digo, I can help you
Yeah.
with the.
No, I definitely
super
need that.
fucking easy, bro. Super.
I
I'll help
definitely
you
need to
with
do that. You know, start doing that because people have been asking. People have been hitting him up.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing to me is, people are like, "Fuck, well, if he's not gonna push it, he just fucking. What's the point of answering?"
See,
So
no, that's true. Yeah,
That's what I want. You know, I need exposure.
people
to
can
it.
see like once you start.
You missed again.
Nice.
You can say
No,
Kobe
it-
for sure.
It's like, and then I didn't want to hit a camera. I didn't want to hit a fucking camera.
Fuck, my bad. My bad. My bad.
That was a good joke. That was a good joke.
Ah, shit. That was.
Because you missed. Oh, you can say Kobe for sure. Because he's dead. I'm explaining the jokes to you. No, I get it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That flew over my head.
Clearly,
Yeah.
definitely with the
Did
joke
it fly
too.
in a
That's
helicopter?
because any kind of basketball joke is gonna fly over my head, so it doesn't matter.
Did it crash into something too? Or?
Into a hill, I think.
I really gotta stop. Fuck. Yeah, no, man. Cody was legit. Sorry. Rest in peace, Cody.
You know, it like 2 or 3 days ago was the anniversary of that shit.
That's what I said. My bad too soon.
Huh?
Anyways, so
Dude, I'm gonna bring up a fucking paranormal thing. It's an old story, but I haven't told it on the podcast yet.
So now we're going straight from like Kobe dying to like paranormal.
Technically,
shit.
it was a perfect. It was a perfect segue.
That's a perfect transition if you
It
ask
was
me.
a perfect segue
Right,
if
it
you
was
think about
pretty
it.
good, actually,
Because, you know,
yeah.
death and ghosts.
Yeah, you know how Kobe is passed.
I thought you were
on?
gonna go to like burning and stuff or whatever.
Is it called Burning Men?
Jesus Christ.
That was a good episode of the Honeydew.
Yeah,
Bro, and this thing, okay. Here's this story takes place when me and Lupita had no kids. We were barely starting dating within a few months. So I could tell you, if it wasn't 2011, then it was early 2012 because we started dating in September of 2011. That's how I know. I can pinpoint this. One time, I spent the night at her house. We in the living room. We fell asleep watching movies. We put a Mexican blanket, the tigre one. We put it down. And here's the thing, bro. We put it down facing the TV. So we were laying down like this on our backs, obviously watching a movie. I had her right here. We were both on our backs laying down. We fell asleep watching a movie. Facing the TV, like how you do watching a movie. We woke up. The blanket was like this. We were still on the blanket. When we woke up, the TV was to our right.
What the fuck?
There was no creases in the blanket. Lupita was still sleeping right here in my arm. Mm-hmm. But we fell asleep with the TV right here, and we woke up with the TV on our side. Don't ask me why. Don't tell me why. It came to my mind the other day. I was like, I haven't told that fucking story on the podcast yet. And I'm like, I remember waking up and saying, didn't we watch a fucking movie last night?
That is trippy, dog.
How would you even do that? Like,
there was no creases in the blanket.
Just went like,
it's like somebody went, bro.
right, like
shit
pick
you
you up and go, oh yeah, motherfucker, you're here. I'm gonna put you like this.
They went like this.
Yeah,
They moved you.
And it's not even like that's not scary, but you wake up and you're just like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, no, for sure. That's
It's just fucking.
like I mean, I've done some shit like that where I like fall asleep, my head on this side of the bed, and woke up with my head on this side of the bed. But that's because I'm fucking.
You don't strangle yourself with the CPAP wires and shit.
You know what I mean? Yeah. No, I
He is
have.
thinking about
I've had that motherfucker wrapped around my neck before. So
damn.
yeah, I roll. I fucking just like a rotisserie.
Like a
Nah, fuck that. Not a rotisserie. I was just saying like an alligator.
Yeah.
I got you. I'm trying to make you sit up
Drop
here.
it down, rock.
I feel where he's coming from.
I'm more of a rotisserie guy.
Nah, but yeah. Nah, you asked me about a
sounds good, by the
paranormal
way.
one.
I was gonna ask you if you had one. I mean, I've
So,
asked you before.
yeah,
This is your
yeah.
third.
I
By the way, this is our third returning guest to the Go Deeper podcast.
That's true.
everybody.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah, so
First time I met him though, because I'm fucking slacker. So
it's cool though.
that's all right.
Third time's a charm.
At least we're here now.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what matters.
Focus on the present. Watch the new
Jeez.
Avatar movie.
No, but what's it called? So you know how I told you like the person looking over me in my bed.
Mm-hmm.
So I was we had been check the cameras, dog.
Yeah,
Camera check.
Walker.
Camera check.
Nah, so I lately, bro, I haven't been able to sleep. Like I just
That was off.
I just cannot fucking sleep. Like I struggle.
I'll see.
And I was falling asleep, and I heard a fucking owl on my window. But there's no way that I can actually like an owl to be sitting on my window.
There's nothing out there.
Nothing out there. There's no trees, nothing. Like nothing. And it sounded like it was right outside my window. So I woke up and I'm like, what the fuck? And like I told you, bro, I'm not the type of person to get freaked out. Like I am, whatever. I was like, shit, I'm kind of thirsty. And I was like, fuck it, whatever. And I didn't pay attention to the time or anything. Yep. It was 3 a.m. I heard the fucking owl, bro. And I was like, fuck, I'm kind of thirsty. As I was stepping down the stairs, I started hearing in my living room, bro. In my living room. So, my house.
Yeah.
So, the stairs. So, I was coming down the stairs, bro, and I started hearing and I was like, fuck. Oh, yeah, I think that's off. But I was like, fuck, what the fuck, bro? I kid you not. It's the fastest time I've ran back in my room in my life. And like I told you, I'm not one to freak out. But
I was gonna say I would have ran back some stairs.
I was like contemplating. I was like, do I go down? Do I stay up? I was like, you know what? I can drink some water tomorrow when I wake up.
Right.
But it was just like that, bro. Like it was, just
So you were hearing that noise, but coming from downstairs already?
downstairs. Yeah. My mom was knocked the fuck out. My brother was knocked the fuck out, bro. Like we were just like out, bro. And we were just
You
out.
guys don't have a bathroom upstairs, nothing?
The bathroom was upstairs. That's it.
Okay, you drink water out of the faucet?
I was thinking, but my mind wasn't thinking that, bro. I fucking heard the. And I was like, "Fuck no!" And I just,
How long ago was that?
like 2 weeks ago.
No mames, güey,
Yeah,
apenas.
Jesus.
Yeah, so that's what I was like, and then I remembered. Yeah, you remember the living room? You reminded me. Yeah, that was it. It was That's what happened. Es que es el fantasma, güey.
That's a trip, though.
Yeah.
That would freak me the fuck out.
No, I get pretty crazy ones, bro.
Yeah, I've listened to the other podcasts I had you on, and I'm like, jeez.
Yeah, and I get some crazy ones.
Yeah, you always have
Mexico,
some really
bro.
good ones.
Mexico is
that Mexico
crazy.
ones were fuck. That shit freaks me out.
Yeah. Nah, so that's the thing. Like honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I still want to go paranormal hunting with Mando, but he never told me.
I want to go too, and then I'm not invited.
I've never been.
To invite. I'm not even close to
I
being
had to invite
invited.
myself.
Like, no, but he'll have a guest on here, even if I'm there.
I had to invite myself.
Right.
Well, you guys can go together.
Right. Exactly.
No, yeah, he said it, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm down." And he's like, "Bet," and then that's already.
I've never gone.
Yeah.
How can I invite anybody if I've never gone?
Well, so I'm telling you.
Well, he's like, okay, so me and him have talked about it a bunch of times, which I'm sure you've talked to him about it. But then, like, someone like Alec will come on the show and stuff like that, and he'll be like, oh, yeah, the two of us will go.
We're fighting.
Bitch.
We're fighting. Nos vamos a agarrar a vergazos.
Right.
It's like adults making plans with each other. Like, oh yeah, we gotta get together.
Never happens. No, but that's
And then before, I used to invite him. Like, I said, hey, let's just go. Like,
Just invite me next
like,
time.
I've heard about it. Let's go. He was too scared to go.
I'm not scared. I've told
He
you
was
why
scared.
I don't go.
you told me why you don't go. I kind of understand. Now I
He's
remember.
scared.
I am scared of bringing something home.
That-
I am scared.
You're scared.
Honestly, bro, if I were to go, I would definitely.
I'm not even listening to this episode now.
I think if I were to go, I think I'd definitely bring something home.
Yeah.
That's what I'm so scared of. And here's the thing: you can do a prayer to try to not have that happen. You can even have like some rocks in your pocket. My buddy Fred, right, was telling us about that.
Yeah.
But nothing is guaranteed, my friend. You know what I mean?
Because those are all like things that
But
could
yet again-
potentially work, but you never
also,
know.
in the defense, we step into random places,
That is true. We could have something attached to us anywhere.
and more you, too, because one, you are a delivery driver,
Fuck, you're right. And I'm a musico.
and you're a musical. You be going to
Fuck.
some random ass places, bro.
You're
You're
right.
playing at the cemetery and
I
all
played
that
at the
stuff, dude.
cemetery.
He has
Yeah,
played at the
yeah.
cemetery. He
We
told
do.
us.
That's what I mean. That's why I
We
said
do.
it. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a lot. I mean,
Right.
not a lot.
So that's
People
what
don't
I'm
die
telling
all the time, but we do. Like, I never thought about that. Fucking piece of shit.
That's why he's here.
That's why he's here, dude.
Now he's all freaked out.
That's wild. You want to talk about your kids being what you talked to me earlier on the phone
Oh
about?
man, this is gonna be a rough one.
This is a hot take, and it's.
Yeah, it's a rough.
I'm
one.
actually. Bring it up, please. Please bring it up because I want to hear what Oso's thoughts are on it.
Okay. You don't have kids, right, or nothing like that.
No,
Okay.
Not,
So
not that he knows.
it'd be really
Not that I know.
it'd be really interesting to get the take of someone who doesn't have kids. So my daughter's 9.
Okay.
I have two girls, so 9 and 6, and my daughter will be 10. And by the time this comes out, my daughter will be 10.
You gonna go before Thursday?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Ah.
So
Happy birthday, Stella.
Happy birthday! I don't know
If you're
happy
watching this,
birthday.
turn it off.
she's not. She's definitely not watching this.
Hey, but she'll
You
watch it in the
got-
future.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
So
Happy 10th birthday to 20-year-old Stella.
yeah,
Right, there you go. No, or maybe 16. I'll let her listen to this. I don't know. But yeah. So
Hey, you guys see? Sorry, that was Profile's hands. Just letting you know.
That's what Profile's hands look like, everybody.
right.
What if I do?
But yeah. So my daughter came home. She's okay. So she has this little friend at school. I'm not gonna say the girl's name. None of that stuff. But this girl already. I've had my daughter come home and talk about like, oh well, we don't have genders and we don't have this. We don't have that. And oh, I want to wear pride colors and I want to wear this and wear that. And I'm like, Okay, so this is where this conversation is going to get really.
No.
It's a hot topic. And it's like it's a tough one. It's tough for
hot
me
take.
because
It's a hot take.
So my daughter came home today, and my wife brought it up to me that my daughter's been talking about lesbians.
Okay.
And I guess my 9-year-old little girl, her friend, is talking to her about lesbians. Okay. I don't know if they're trying to teach this. I don't know if they were talking about it at school or where this little girl learned it or anything, but it's my opinion as a father that no 9-year-old kid should know what the fuck a lesbian is. That shouldn't even be something that comes out of their mouth. Because, okay, anything lesbian, gay, bisexual, fucking trans, any of that stuff, all of those have to do with their sexual in nature. Okay, all of those terms are sexual. Even the pride flag is a sexual flag.
Yeah.
It's sexual. It's all about sexual preference. A 9-year-old kid is not a sexual being. It's not someone that has sex. It's not someone that should even fucking know what sex is.
Yeah.
Okay? And I mean, don't get me wrong. We are not the closet parents that tell our kids like, "Oh, you came from a stork or any of that shit." No, you came from your mom's belly and you came out her vagina, and they know what all that shit is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the concept of actual sex, she's 9 years old.
Exactly.
Okay.
I agree with you. I'm
Right.
I'm like behind you on this shit.
So I was pretty upset about it, and I had to talk to her, and I had to sit there and tell her. And even during the conversation, like, we're asking her questions and we're telling her like, okay, well, while you're at school, are you worried about boys? Are you worried about girls? And she's like, well, I'm worried about everybody. And we're like, okay, so you're not even understanding you're not even grasping what we're trying to ask you, which tells you everything. Like, that means you are not close to even fucking talking about this conversation. You know what I mean?
I agree. To a certain point, this, like you said, it's going to be a hot topic.
Right.
In my opinion, as I don't have kids.
Right.
So I don't know, but every parent, I guess, has their own way of thinking.
Yeah.
Right.
But I kind of do agree with what you're saying. As a 9-year-old, they shouldn't be thinking of anything sexual. Maybe they should understand the fact, like, hey, you know what? This person is lesbian, and that's okay. Respect that. But in my opinion, I don't think that other people should push that onto other people.
Well, see, and this is my whole thing, and this is where it gets really confrontational. It gets really
Something's wrong with this. It's doing this.
it's rocking a lot.
And,
I don't know,
rockin'
but this
Robin.
is where it's really controversial, I guess, for me, because when it comes to the whole gender thing, like, okay, so all of that lesbian, gay, all that stuff, that is sexual. That shouldn't be there at all, in my opinion, at all. And it's not about acceptance. It's not about any of that. None of that should be even taught to kids because they don't fucking even have a concept of that. Okay? But when it comes down to genders, now, I can get it. I can understand that some parents want to keep their kids gender neutral, but I mean, that's all based on the parents' preference.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's what they're pushing their kids towards. Their kid never made that choice.
Yeah.
They made that choice for their kid.
And that's the thing, because, I was in elementary school and in middle school and shit. I had friends that were in elementary school and they identified as gay. Mm-hmm. And like I said, like you are saying exactly how you're saying, they went upon themselves though and took that choice by themselves.
And what grade was this?
This was like
high school?
6th grade, middle school type of thing.
Okay, so middle school, you can kind of make
that's
that
where I was
decision
getting
for
to.
yourself.
That's what I was getting to.
You're figuring out who you are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting to. But I think elementary school, I definitely agree with you because I honestly wasn't thinking about sex until fucking middle school when they started telling
Until
us.
yesterday.
Yeah, pretty much.
But see, the thing about it is like, even the way you put it, and I don't mean to cut you off or anything, but you don't identify as gay. That's the whole thing. You don't identify as gay.
You're just gay.
You're
just
either
gay.
it's black or white. You're gay or you're not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't say I identify as gay. Like, I like boys, but do you fuck boys? Like, you know what I mean? If you're not fucking boys, you're not gay. Sorry, you're not.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
I see where you're coming from.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But if you're say you're a boy and you're like, well, I identify as a girl.
Okay.
Okay, well, if I'm an accepting person, I'm gonna be like, cool. Are you keeping the same name? Like, I don't give a fuck. You identify as a fucking toaster, as a fucking, I don't. You know, you want to identify as a car? Yeah. Where are we gonna drive to?
That wouldn't be transgender. That'd be transformer.
Right.
That'd be transmission.
No, but like in all seriousness, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want it to come out as us being like, you know how everybody's transphobic. Everybody is like, not. And I'm not. We are very, very like I will fucking slap the person that calls me woke. Okay, you know what I mean? Because that woke shit is stupid. But we are very accepting of everybody. I have friends that are gay. I have a friend that likes to dress up in drag.
That's dope. Honestly,
he's gay as shit.
I think that's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Honestly, in my opinion, I think that's cool as fuck. And like I'm telling you, like maybe the way we're explaining it, but I agree with you. I accept everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
And honestly, and I've had gay friends, and they've come in clutch for me. Bro, they put me on to some badass girls, bro.
Right. Okay, so my buddy, my he's a good friend of mine. I'm not gonna put his name out there because I don't know.
Yeah, no.
But I've known him for a long time, and he's gay, and he's a bartender at a gay club, right? And he dresses in drag and does all that stuff. Dude, I can tell you 100% he would totally agree with me on this topic if we had this whole conversation. And that's the whole thing. Is like,
I think,
you know,
everybody has the right to believe what they want. They can be what they want. They can like what they want. They can not like what they want. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think once there has to be a line in the sand, because once you start pushing it onto kids, it's kind of where I'm just kind of like, the kids, bro, they're fucking kids, bro. They're gonna grow up, and if once they start figuring out who they are, like how you said in like late middle school, or not late middle school, but like middle school, high school, they start figuring out that, then, you know, that's a conversation that you can have with them or whatever.
Right. And like I said,
elementary school should be off limits.
Like
That's
I said,
what I'm
elementary
saying.
school should be off limit. When she goes to junior high, like I said, in like 2 years, when she's like 12, we're gonna have to have this conversation.
That's when
because around that time, that's when you start. It's not
Their
really,
mind starts unraveling, bro.
Okay, and the thing is, so check this out. This is kind of like off topic, but I have a friend and she has a daughter, and they sell these books from back in the day. Mm-hmm. It's called it's from the American Girl collection, and it shows like how to keep up with yourself and all that. Yeah, I think that book was amazing. Mm-hmm. It shows a girl how to upkeep with herself, from tampons to pads to everything. Nice. And it shows the changes, but it clearly says, you know, preteens 10, 11,
right,
and up. And that's when and I personally think when a girl kind of starts getting the
unraveling, bro.
Right.
Start realizing, exactly. Like, okay, like, you know what?
The start of the change.
The people are starting to realize, like, oh, shit, you know, like, I'm a girl. This is what's starting to happen with my body type of thing.
Well, because girls, I'm just telling you as a father of two, and I know these things.
Of two
girls start having their periods at about 10.
Yeah.
And so once that happens, that's when you, like, okay, now things are starting to move. Okay, but the concept is still the same, is just because they're starting to have their period doesn't mean they're ready for sexual interaction.
No, of course not.
And that's like because this was like a prime example. So we asked my daughter, okay? And I'll ask you guys, okay? I'd love to hear your guys' answers, okay? How many holes are in a vagina?
2.
Me, as right now, 2.
Okay. So you know there's 2.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I learned that
you know
there's
there's 2.
school.
No, there's 2. It's not 3.
It's where you pee.
There's
and
2.
Yeah.
Right.
It's where you pee and where babies come
So
out of.
my daughter said 1.
A little girl would say 1. The pee hole, where you pee.
No, she thinks the pee hole is the same thing as the other
It's the
place.
same thing.
To them.
Okay. But that's what I'm saying. And this is like where we were telling her that, like, we were talking about misinformation too. Mm-hmm. Because we're like, look, you need to come to us. You need to, you know, ask us, and we'll give you the right information. You know what I mean? And we'll even show you. We'll look up like actual scientific books, science books on the body, and tell you these things.
Yep.
And show you, and, you know, do it that way. Because I knew the answer. Mm-hmm. But we can look online. I guarantee you go online and you can find some video of people asking people, and there's grown-ass women and grown-ass men that'll tell you that there's 1.
Yeah, there's 2.
You know what I mean?
There's 2.
And
I learned that because of my ex. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog.
I just recently found this out, actually.
I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. Hey, bro, honestly, check this shit out. Us in as a Mexican household, tell me I'm wrong.
Okay.
In a Mexican household, the guy doesn't give a fuck what the girl's body does. Mm-hmm. We just fucking go in, do the baby, and that's it. We don't know what the fuck actually goes on. Sure. Tell me I'm lying.
No, you're not wrong.
As a guy, you have a dick, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So a lot of the Latino-based people don't understand that shit
Yeah.
because they're like, oh, well, I have a dick. Cool. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
A lot of the parents are too shy, I guess, quote unquote, to be.
A lot of Mexican parents don't have the birds and bees talk with their kids, bro.
You feel that shit out on your own.
And that's the whole thing is like we're not those people.
Yeah,
like
see,
we're
That's
very
why
open.
that's why
Are
Sandra's
very,
pregnant
very-
at 16.
It's just the same.
I'm just random names, bro. That's why Claudia got pregnant at 19.
You know, and that's what I'm getting to. Like, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I honestly, a couple years ago, 2 years ago, if you would have told me, hey, how many holes in her vagina, I would have been like,
One. Yeah.
well, my ex definitely told me, hey, nah, motherfucker, two.
Two. Right. It's I don't know. It's just one of those things. Like
No.
I just it was one of it like it came up today and I told Mondo about it. I was like, it's I have to bring it up on the podcast. It's like it's a big fucking deal, dude.
Yeah,
bro.
no,
And it's so hard with this woke culture.
because I agree to a certain point because, like, you know, as a parent, you even this sounds fucked up too, but you as a parent, you think what's best for your child as till a certain age. Under your daughter's age,
Yeah.
you still know what's best for her.
Right. Exactly.
So because that's at that age. I personally think that a kid starts taking their own choices, their own decisions closer to 13, 14. That's when they start kind of realizing what they can
that's
do.
when that change
Starts to happen. I'm not saying they know what's best.
The full change happens around 16 to 18.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
You know,
And even then,
they still don't know what's
I
best
also
for
did
them.
some stupid ass shit at that age.
I was gonna say it
I did-
depends on who you are.
But
I
that's
did
what I'm-
super shit till I was 30. So
I
Yeah.
still do
I
stupid
still do
shit.
stupid shit. No, but that's what I'm getting to. Like, you know, as
yeah.
a parent, you know what's up with your kids
right.
until you can still decide for your daughter no matter what till like maybe 13. Then they'll tell you like, hey, Dad, you know what? I'm not kind of comfortable with that type of thing because they
Right.
can voice their things at that age.
Right.
But I still think that at 9, that shit is way too young.
It's
way-
way too
yeah.
young. Dude.
That is
and so
way
I
too
told my
fucking young.
daughter. I told her flat out. I said, look, if your teacher starts talking to you about lesbian stuff, gay stuff, bisexual, any of those things, if those even come up from your teacher's mouth, other than to reprimand someone and tell them not to talk about it,
Yeah.
I need to know
Yeah.
because that'll be a conversation I need to have with your teacher because it's not anything you should know about.
I agree.
Hell no.
You know what I mean? And that's the whole thing. And it's the whole in the pride flag. I'm sorry. We are very accepting people. I accept everybody. I love everybody. I love all you guys. Everybody out there.
Not
Listening,
me.
whatever.
I hate like one or two motherfuckers.
I hate there's a couple motherfuckers I hate too, but God, I love most people.
I love most people.
I love most people. You
I
know?
love people until they start getting annoying.
I
Yeah,
love
that's what I'm talking
love
about, yeah.
people until they give me a reason to not love those people, and that's like
Let's start treating
and
the
it's
microphones.
true. Yeah. Oh God, no,
Bro, here-
I
okay.
hate both you motherfuckers.
Can I bring up a situation, a hypothetical situation? Because obviously it hasn't happened to me or to you. Okay, my son. You have a daughter who's 9. My son is also 9, as you know.
Yeah,
I hear how you're saying that they shouldn't know about lesbians and this and that. But here's the thing: what if, right? Because it hasn't happened. It's hypothetical. They have in your family household. You have a gay uncle. You know what I mean? They should know who they are, but that's it. They shouldn't know why. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. They shouldn't know. Okay, so like I do. We have that. We have that. My cousin, who is close to my kids, she's a lesbian. Okay, they don't know her as that. They don't know her as like they don't know her sexual preference.
Yeah.
Right. But if she came over, if she brought a girlfriend over,
It's a friend.
no, it doesn't matter.
No,
I
no,
could
but
say that's
it's their-
her.
it's a friend.
If they were married, it would be that's her wife.
Yeah.
And that's all they need to know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
They
Like,
don't need to know
they
what
should
happens
know-
in the bedroom.
No way. That's what I'm like that's what I'm talking about. Like
Yeah.
if in your family or whatever, in the street, whatever, you see two girls holding hands, you see two guys holding hands, whatever, they're like, oh, they love each other.
That's I think that's what I would say. I said they love each other and that's how they show it to themselves. That's them. They are choosing for them.
Right.
You
Exactly.
choose for you.
Like if they met profiles, I'm not going to teach him to tell him about like what he likes to do with animals and stuff. Like we're not going to get into all of this. Like
He said he brought in bestiology and shit. He brought in
Stupid, bro.
he brought in bestiology.
Hey, so, ¿lo mato ahorita o al rato? You're stupid,
I love you,
bro.
profiles. Love you.
I'm just saying that they I think they should know the word lesbian means that they like a girl, but that That's the line, though. Like, because
But see,
they
the
should
thing is,
accept people
okay.
who they are. Say my son, my sister is bi. My sister Sophia is bisexual. If she came over with a girlfriend, I would say, yeah, your aunt, your tia Sophie, she's, well, I can't say lesbian because she's not lesbian, right? But I would say she's bi and that's who she likes.
But you don't even have to put it. What I'm saying is, you don't have to put that term to it. All
Just
you have to
that's-
say is
just that's who-
that's
that's her
who she
person.
likes. That's her person. That's her significant other. That's her. That's her partner.
That's true.
That's all you gotta say.
Because I don't want to be. You're right. I
Because
don't wanna
whenever
wear
you
it-
put a name on it, when you say, because it's the word.
I don't
It's-
want to say bisexual because that's fucking
it's,
sexual.
It's in the word, exactly. It's in the title.
Yeah.
Bisexual. You're
I'm bisexual. You buy me stuff and I get sexual.
right. But see, it's still
You're making
sexual.
too, bro.
It's still sexual. Like, I
You
mean,
buy me food, I get
it
sexual.
really is. You know.
No, that's a joke. I've always loved saying that. Joke, but, I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think sexual conversation should not come up.
That's where I was going with that whole pride flag thing, though. Is like the whole
If
pride
you're
flag.
an
the flag
elementary
is-
school teacher and you have a pride flag in your classroom,
You should be fired.
You shouldn't have that in there.
I think, I agree with
and
you.
and it's because the thing is you're not showing pride. You're showing your pride. Yes, you're proud of who you are sexually. Okay,
But
be
these are
proud of
kids.
that,
Those
but
are
not
kids,
in
bro.
front of children.
These are the kids, bro.
Because it is a sexual flag.
Here's the
It
thing.
doesn't represent who you are as a person. It represents, and
Coming
yes,
from
it
the
is
deep today,
okay,
bro.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is that yes, it is your part of your personality now. You know what I mean? When you do.
You got his hopes up. But I got you.
It's the thing is it's yes, it is. It can be part of your personality because the society makes it part of your personality, right? But it's a sexual flag, and you're being proud of your sexuality.
I think, honestly, this brings up a good point, and this is fucking weird. But just how, even into high school, we weren't allowed to talk about politics.
Right.
In
Right.
high school.
Right.
And honestly, that affects us so much more than your how you identify yourself.
Right. Yeah.
Dude, today politics is people's personalities.
Yeah, honestly, bro.
Right.
Honestly, like, I was in high school and we could not talk about Barack Obama.
Right.
We could not talk about Bush.
Right.
The only reason we could talk about them, it was a fucking history class, and we were learning what the fuck they did in the past.
Right.
So, in my opinion, is if we can't talk about politics, I don't think as an elementary
How the fuck
school,
we can talk about sex like to the kids?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a good
exactly.
point too.
And that and like I said, and like you said, I am very accepting. I had gay friends growing up. Middle school, one of my really good friends, he was gay.
Mm-hmm.
He hooked me up with some bad girls. In high school, my senior year, I used to work at Macy's.
Hey,
My manager, he was gay.
Yeah.
Homie would hook me up, bro. I remember this clearly. He would fucking send the baddest bitches
Right.
to my register.
And that's it. Okay, so there was a
That's
girl.
dope.
Okay, so I was a skateboarder, right? And just becoming like 18, 19 as a skateboarder, I had lesbian friends that skated.
Yeah.
One of those girls was the first one to ever take me to a gay club. And being a straight man in a gay club.
Bro, you get
There
treated
is-
like royalty.
It's not like that.
I
It's
like
not
you.
like
Want
that.
to buy me a drink?
So the thing about it is it's not a threatening place.
It's not.
It's not a threatening place. So girls, there are straight girls that go in there
Just to
and
have
because
fun.
it's non-threatening. So then you get to talk and you're like, oh, I'm straight, and they're like, oh, you're straight and you're at a gay club. And then you pull girls, and I mean hot girls, and so it was great. I thought it was it was like a little secret. Like I didn't tell a lot of people about it, but I was like,
Gatekeeping right there.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and it
Yeah.
wasn't because I wasn't proud. It was because I was gatekeeping because I didn't want anyone else to fucking know. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
For the longest time, the homie wouldn't tell me he was gay.
Oh yeah.
And
That
I-
was like my friend too. Yeah.
He wouldn't tell me he was gay, and I was like, bro, like,
Let's get these bitches,
I
kid.
came up to him and I'm like, look, man, I know you are, and I am not gonna judge you. You are still my homie. You're still my homeboy, straight up.
Is he still on the camera?
Oh shit. Sorry.
He is
Sorry,
now.
man. No,
Now
you-
he's
you-
on camera.
And and then I left Macy's, And then, bro, I saw him at a club, all dressed up, the whole thing. And he looked at me. I looked at him, bro. I swear to God, I ran to the homie. I hugged him, bro, and I shook him up. And like girls around him looked at me like,
what?
And he was so cool with me.
Like, what's
shook
up,
me up,
bro?
bought me drinks. Like, hey, let me show you who my friend is.
No way,
bro. He has some bad bitches.
Hey, let's go to Escape after this.
It's El Dorado.
El Dorado, right next to Golden Dragon.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they say.
What's Golden Dragon?
What's Dorado?
What's it? Oh, it's because I seen it because I was driving to Voodoo. So
that's what it was. Yeah, it was over there by Venue, where Venue used to be.
Ooh, Venue.
By Venue used to be. Remember?
I only know that as a fish. You know, Dorado's a fish.
In California, it is a fish.
It is a fish. Dorado. It's mahi mahi.
That's a good fish too.
Yeah, it's a good fish.
I've never fished.
That's all. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
We gotta take fucking Gordo, fucking El Oso. I almost called you Gordo sexy. No mames. We gotta take El Oso fishing, bro.
He's kind of sexy, but
he's super sexy and he's kind of gordito. I mean, it's the name wouldn't be 100% wrong. Are we accepting or not, motherfucker?
And that's another thing. Sorry, this is fucking random, but as in a group of guy friends, bro, we are beyond gay.
It's so fucking.
It's so yeah.
That's why when I meet people that are homophobics,
I can't with them.
And they're with their friends, bro. Bro, honestly, me and my friends sometimes do come out to each other, kind of pushing the limit.
That's how you know you're good friends.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll text you, "What's up, chicky baby?"
Yeah.
Like it's like that, bro.
No, honestly,
all the time.
Honestly, bro, like sometimes, I think I said it before, but I've always said that if people figured out how musicos talk to each other,
It's okay, bro.
But it's not just that. It's everybody, dude.
The thing is, okay, well, keep in mind, with musicos, they're within themselves for so long, especially the ones that travel.
Yeah.
Bro, we see each other when we get out the shower. We see each other. We share hotel rooms.
Vulnerable. If you smell a fart, you know who it came from.
You can distinguish.
Right. I get it. Yeah,
so
yeah.
I've told the boys from Sexta, I'm like, bro, I swear, if they saw how we talk to each other,
They would be like these.
they'd be like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Sometimes they call me and I'd be like, what's up, daddy?
yeah.
Or like, what's up, zaddy?
Yeah.
You know, shit like that. Or today I was kicking it with one of them. I won't say who because, we won't, drop names. But I was kicking it with one of them. And we were leaving a place and there's a guy with the car door open. And he's like, hey, babe, let me take you back home real quick. And he's like, I'll buy you Starbucks first. I was like, fuck. I was like, what do I respond? Do I respond something back like that or what's up? And I'm like, bro, not right now. He's like, what's up, baby? You down or what? I'll take you home first, though. I was like, fuck.
No.
I was like, damn it, dude. I was like, fuck it, I'm down, though.
You said Starbucks, though, right? Starbucks, we're going to
Starbucks,
Starbucks. That's still on the plaque.
But see, okay, because I've always worked like blue collar kind of jobs and stuff.
Oh, those are
some
the
of
worst.
The gayest dudes. Like when it comes to like just the way they talk to each other and the way they act
Good morning,
and
man.
everything. And it's, dude, that's how we are, bro.
So that's what I'm saying. That's
so-
what pisses me the fuck off. With
And it's
About the
funny
homos?
because those are
Like,
also the
not
first,
the homos, the homophobes.
homophobes.
and that's the first guys
That's what I
to
meant
be
to say. Fuck, I
homophobic.
said homos.
That's what I'm saying.
And I don't understand. I've never understood that. Like me, if I act that way, I mean, I'm not gonna act on it. But
Act on it, puppy.
dude, I don't.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that's what upsets me the most, bro. Because I've seen people be homophobics and like look at us weird. I'm like, bro, we're straight.
Yeah.
Like but
Shit, chill the fuck out with
just
all
shut the
your.
fuck up. We're still
with
cool.
all your
Like,
shit.
but I like the gay guy, and but I've also when I've had gay friends, I've
Had to say,
said
hey, hey, you got to relax a little bit.
hey homie, you know what?
Like, you can be who you are, bro, but you got to know who I am too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was like, I can set you up with some of the homies, but not me.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I'll commando for you.
Call me, baby.
Actually, more like profiles.
I didn't say it. Profiles he looked at me too, like, are you gonna say something, motherfucker? And I was like, nope, not me. I got you your shot today. Like I left, I'm gonna leave that one alone now.
That's a good hot take though, bro. That's a topic. You know what I mean? That
It's definitely yeah, it's a take that everybody has. It was gonna be controversial,
and everybody's gonna have their different takes on it too.
takes on it.
Right, yeah. I'd love to hear, like, that's why I'm actually going to have the conversation again with two friends of mine. They have kids, but their girls are, like, tiny. But they're also friends with the same guy that I know, the gay dude that I know. And they're even closer to him. I mean, they live in the same area, so I haven't seen the guy in a couple of years because I moved to Oregon. But yeah, I want to hear their opinion on it too. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I want to hear if it differs from mine.
I remember when I was in middle school. That's when they were trying to get the gay marriage law passed for the first time. I was in middle school, and everybody was kind of like, "Nah, fuck that shit," and I was just kind of like,
marry who the fuck you want.
Marry who the fuck you want. And then my friend, he's fucking funny. I can't remember his fucking name. I think his name was my homie Peyton. He told me, dude, my dad's for it. And I'm like, oh, really? Why? And he's like, if men who like women can get married and be miserable, men who like men should have that fucking same choice too. Be married and be miserable.
Hey, you know another thing too? A lot of those Mexicans are like, fuck it, I'll marry you and give you papers to another dude.
Bro, papeles. Papeles.
Anything for the papeles.
Papeles.
No, but that's another thing too. People make jokes out of it, but they're not accepting, which is very upsetting.
I am a 100% believer in
Bigfoot.
Fucking your pursuit of happiness.
Me too.
Do whatever the fuck makes you happy as long as it doesn't fuck with my happiness. That's all I care about. You know what I mean?
I feel that, and I feel okay. Do whatever you want, be whoever you want, believe in whatever you want, as long as you're not hurting nobody, and you can't get mad about what I believe in. So
right? Don't force your opinion on me.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't expect me to change my opinion.
I don't give a. Identify as a fucking microwave, dog. Me vale verga. Just don't be radioactive and fuck up my vibes, bro. You know?
Yeah, right?
Bro, that was fucking really phenomenal. Hold on,
good. I like that one. I like that.
That was great.
We gotta snip that one for fucking TikTok. No, wait, not that one.
No, but
well, those are expensive.
Gleek, we talking about Gleek, bro.
Yeah,
we ran through that fucking.
How long are we at?
We're at an hour 25 right now.
Yeah, 5 minutes of fucking bullshit.
We got 5 minutes to bullshit. Okay, what are your plans for next weekend?
Fuck, I think I'm gonna go shooting.
Oh, you guys want to talk about your guns? Can we see? Oh no, don't show them. Don't show them.
Show them. We
don't
can
show
talk about them though.
Talk about them.
Which one do you want to know about?
I want to know about the one you brought.
The one I brought? Check this shit out. I'll tell you the story of how I bought it.
I want to hear that shit.
So, I was chilling, bro. It was fucking...
Because
I ever tell the story. Or you got to fart. You got to poop, huh?
No, I'm fucking tired. My drink's in the fucking truck, dude. That energy.
I'm going to go grab it. I got to take a piss anyways. Give me a keys.
It's all the way in the truck.
Give me your...
Okay, well, I'll listen to
I'll be back.
Damn, I wanted you to tell me my story.
Yeah, you're the one who wanted to hear all that.
Yeah, you're the one that wanted to hear about it.
I do want to hear about it.
So we'll talk shit on him.
We'll talk shit about Mando when he comes back.
Yeah, till he comes back, and then
Mando's first stick. What? Quiero chocomil.
He does. He has. It's not milk.
I'm just fucking with you, dog. I'm just.
He has those canned fucking
The protein ones?
No, what the fuck are they called? Yoo-hoos.
Oh, Yoo-hoos.
You know, we found out there's no dairy in the Yoo-hoos. You know that, right? You know what Yoo-hoos are?
Dude, I never drink those because I'm lactose intolerant.
Bro, they're chocolate and water.
I didn't fucking know that.
Right.
Damn. Manda, I don't know if you're going to cut this out, but what's your take on Measure 114?
Measure 114?
Yeah, where they want to minimize the fucking 15 bullet mags.
Oh, fuck that shit. Fuck all that shit, dude. This is another one of those things that, like, part of my whole thing. I'm all about gay marriage, gay whatever. Marry who the fuck you want. Do whatever you want.
Don't fuck with my guns.
Okay, but I'm also pro guns. I'm pro choice. I'm pro guns. I'm pro.
Dude, I think you're just like me. I'm a very conservative liberal.
Yeah, I literally. Okay, so I've had this conversation with so many friends. I fit into no genre.
Me neither.
Because I couldn't give a fuck. I couldn't give a fuck. Just don't raise my fucking taxes. Don't fucking make me pay a bunch of bullshit. And fucking don't steal my guns.
That's what I'm saying.
That's all I care about.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, yeah, no. I mean, now you're doing it too, huh? Yeah, that's exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Nah, in my opinion, there is some things that the Measure 114 does have that I kind of do agree with. I think the 30-day waiting period.
Oh, yeah, I totally agree.
I fucking agree with that.
I think it's great.
I definitely agree with that. I agree with a little bit more stricter ways to get a gun to a certain extent.
Yeah, to a certain extent, yeah.
To a certain extent, because some people do buy guns just on impulse.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I bought mine.
I know, me too. But, you know, having the gun, honestly, this sounds fucking crazy. But having a gun gives you, like, this... How do I explain it? Like, this thrill, I guess, just of having the gun, and you're just like, fuck.
Right. Well,
I don't know how to...
Okay, so there was an incident, which I wasn't going to bring up on this podcast. Mondo told me not to. We're going to do it on a different one. But I actually almost had to use my weapon on just a few days ago.
Oh, shit.
On a man who was in my neighborhood.
Okay.
So, yeah. Like, guns have a whole different meaning when you actually have to hold that weapon and you may have to use it. It was to the extent where he never saw the weapon, but it was in my hoodie, in my pouch.
Oh, yeah.
And I was sitting in a chair and it was pointed at him. And I mean, pointed at him for a good, 3 to 5 minutes because of the way he was acting and what he was doing. Okay. And, kind of a long story, but it was a serious, tense situation, dude. And it was fucking sketchy. It was the scariest fucking thing. Like, for me, the thing is, I was wholly calm, and I'm, working through everything in my head. But at the same time, I have a firearm. Yeah. And I'm holding it, and you know how you hold them. Yeah. And I have my finger down the slide, and there was at one point where he reached into his pocket. Ooh. Okay? And I saw the handle of the knife. I saw handle of the knife and everything. And... I actually slid my finger from the slide to the guard. Yep. And it wasn't on the trigger because I wasn't ready to fire, but it was on the guard.
Technically trigger ready.
Yeah, I was trigger ready.
Oh, those are
Thank
good.
You. Oh, these are amazing. I fucking live on these things. But yeah, I told him that I told Mondo that I wouldn't talk about it on this podcast. But
you can cut it out. We were just having a conversation.
No.
I mean, might as well.
Fucking bitch. I already know the story.
Yeah, no, I honestly, I never talked about it either, but I had one situation where, so I live in an apartment complex. Mondo has been there. And, ooh.
There we go. I reached the fucking water bottle.
So, we were at home, and it was just me, my brother, and my mom. And, you know, we both have, my brother has guns. He has an AR and a AK-47. I own a 45, the 9, and the Draco.
Yeah.
Not for.
At the time, I just owned the 45 and the 9 at the time.
Yeah.
And there was a guy that was just running up and down the back yards. And my mom was cooking food outside. And she was, you know, like, hey, there's a guy, and he's just, running back and forth, and it's kind of tripping me out. He went to across the street. There's a duplex behind. I don't know if you ever saw those, but there's a duplex behind. And he stole from them. And he had a knife.
Yeah.
Or robbed them at knife point?
I don't know what exactly happened, but they chased his ass around to the point to my backyard. And he was trying to get into the house.
Oh, fuck no.
And my eyes was just on my mom. I said, fuck, dude, my mom's out there by herself. Mm-hmm. And I had the 45 just there. I fucking grabbed it. And how he said, I didn't have the I said, bro, you have 3 seconds to back the fuck up.
Yep.
And I'm giving you the 3 seconds. And I started 1, 2. And as soon as he saw, he saw it because I had it down. I didn't aim it at him.
But you said, I have it.
But I had it and he saw it. But just how you said, that's why I told you, it gives you this,
Right, yeah.
Bro, as soon as he dipped and he ran, it was just this feeling fuck, I was really about to fucking
blast them.
You know what was trippy is I never got that feeling, as I never went to that point where I was even stressed out about it. So what happened was it was I get home from work at about 6 a.m. and so I go in and I go straight to bed. I work overnight. So 6 o'clock there was nobody out in front of my house. My kids, my wife get up at 7. My wife, she always looks outside at about 7:30. Just she has OCD. It's one of her things that she does.
Check how the weather's doing.
Yeah, just all that stuff. You know what I mean? So she does that. So she goes outside, and usually we let the dog out front to go pee because if you put her out in the back, she takes for fucking ever. If you put her in the front yard, she wants to go piss and get the fuck back in the house. Yeah. So you know what I mean? She knows she's not allowed to hang out there. So she saw somebody when she checked at 7:30 down sitting by a Mustang that's down the street. Now I live on like a corner, like I live in the pocket.
You live in a corner house.
I live in a corner house, but it's like in a little.
You know how we live in a corner, but it's a corner like an outside corner. He lives on an inside corner.
I live on the.
The opposite corner.
I live on the opposite corner, so I live in the pocket.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
And so there's another street over here. That the reason why I'll explain why. So my neighborhood is not a neighborhood that you get to if you don't mean to go there. Like if you can't just like unless you take the trail, I guess, and you could kind of wander into, but you wouldn't be by my house. You would be by like the one block up because they have entrance to the trail.
Yeah, of course.
This guy was on my street.
He meant to be there.
So, well, kind of. So I'll get to that. it's kind of hard. This is like a long story.
I'm ready for it.
So yeah, she sees him down there, and she doesn't think anything of it. She thinks he's like lives over there, or she thought he was one of the high school students because he had a backpack, and his clothes weren't like really bad looking until you get close. But I know because I got really close.
We touched tips.
No, not like that. But yeah, so then about 8:00, so it's a half hour later, she goes to walk the kids out to go to the bus, and the fucking guy's sitting right in front of my house. On our curb. And so when she walks by, she says hi, he says hi, and then she walks the kids to the bus, and then she walks back. And on the way back, he's like...
That's good that your wife walks the girls to the bus, because imagine the girls walk by themselves and then...
Oh, no. Nobody does that in my neighborhood.
Okay.
It just, yeah.
Because there's parents that just, hey, go to the fucking bus. You know what I mean?
We wouldn't do that. But we're like we're from the ghetto, so we lived in the ghetto in California. So
I'm just saying,
we're very, very cautious.
You guys are from the ghetto. We're still in the ghetto, so yeah, we still do that.
No, that's what I'm saying. You understand? Kindred spirits. I mean, I got out, you know. But no. So when she walked by him the second time, he was like, "I found some really cool rocks." And you know my wife, you know her attitude, right?
Yeah.
So she looked at this dude and was like, yeah, you don't belong in this neighborhood. Already had that in her head, right?
Yeah.
She looks at him and she goes, yeah, and there's some really, really, really cool rocks over on the trail over there you can go look at. And then walks into the house. Like, get the fuck out of our neighborhood, go to the trail. Like, you know, that's her attitude. Yeah, so my wife's funny as shit.
Latina.
So she's watching this guy and she's like tripping. She's tripping out. She's like, I don't know this guy. He doesn't belong in our neighborhood.
And Matt's asleep.
And
He's
I'm
in
asleep.
bed.
I'm crashed out. So like 8:30, she's like, okay, she watched him walk up to our neighbor's house and walk up the driveway and everything. And my neighbor's not home, and I fuck them anyways. He could have robbed them. I don't really care. You want to talk about people I hate? Yeah, they live next door.
If you're watching this, he says, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you guys. Anyways, but yeah, so she comes upstairs and she wakes me up. And she's already on the phone with the cops. She's like, look, I'm calling. There's a random guy. He's walking up to doors now, this and that, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't belong over here. And it's not that she got a bad vibe from him. Like, just from there's something off about this guy. So he ends up, she ends up waking me up, and the first thing I do is I put clothes on. So all I put on basketball shorts, a hoodie, and these fucking my hey dudes.
The go dudes. Hey dudes.
Hey dudes. Yeah, my hey dudes. So it's one step up from slippers, dude, but I can fight in these if I have to. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way I look at it. If I have to run, if I have to fight, I can do it in these things. I'll be all right. Yeah, but I don't have Crocs. So I know everybody's telling me. I'm still against them though. But anyways. But yeah, so I was like, I go into my closet and I'm like, where's the 9mm? And because it's not in there. And she's like, oh, I already took it downstairs. And I'm like, oh, you already know. Okay.
Dog, that girl is meant for you.
Right. Exactly. So I go downstairs and it's not even in the safe anymore. It's on top of the safe. And there wasn't one in the chamber. It wasn't like she didn't rack it, but she had the magazine in there ready to go. And so I'm like, okay, so first thing I do is I rack it and I throw it in my hoodie pocket. I grab the keys to my truck and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go out the garage and act like I'm grabbing something out of my truck so I can go look at him. So I go look and he's at where we live in this corner pocket here, and he's at this corner house over here, like walking up and looking in their windows.
Oh, no, mama.
So first he's like walks up to their door, and then he's gone for a couple seconds. Then I see him looking around the rose bushes and looking into their windows.
And you like those neighbors, I'm guessing?
And I'm like, and I don't know them. They're Asian family, but they're cool. They're quiet. They're cool, nice people. They have little kids too, and that's like a big thing for me.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Just
big
by you
thing
saying
for
that,
me.
I know what house you're talking about now.
Yeah, and so I was like, oh fuck this. So I'm like, he's gonna see me, so he'll walk over. He's obviously looking to talk to somebody or to do, you know what I mean. And so I go and I'm standing at the edge of and opening of my garage, and then I'm like, he sees me and he's making a beeline for me, and I'm like, this looks aggressive. Okay, so I grab my rolling chair, and so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit down in my chair. So I go and I sit down in my chair, and I put my hand on my 9mm, and I have it,
Gun?
you know, ready. Huh?
They're
Gun?
both guns.
Yeah, it's a gun.
I know. I'm just clarifying. You handed
9mm?
You didn't pick
Oh,
up on
okay.
joke. They're both guns, technically.
They both, they both
oh.
shoot.
I got you.
Was it a helicopter that crashed? Or?
Anyways, I'm into my story right now.
Sorry,
Okay?
I know.
Give
I'm
me
sorry.
my
I'm sorry.
fucking-
I'm
God
sorry.
damn it. Anyways, so I have my hand on my firearm.
See what I'm saying when you fucking clarify?
Okay, have it on my firearm, and you know, I had my finger down the slide of it, like, you know, in the ready position. That's what they call that, the ready position.
like this, right?
Yeah. So I have it like that, and I have it pointed towards down on my driveway on the side of my truck. Okay, but the way I'm facing, so I kind of turn my body aside and I have it like pointed that direction. And this hand is only like halfway in my pocket because I don't want to blow my fingers off if I have to use it. And as the guy's walking up, I notice he has a knife hanging out of his right pocket. I could see the handle, you know, because it was a fucking
Rambo
good sized
knife?
knife, and he had like a zip up kind of jacket, and it was like, you know, just hanging out. And so he had his hand on it the whole time. He kept pulling it out, in and out of his pocket, and it was in a sheath, but it was still, I mean, he still got his hand on the fucking knife. So I'm like, oh, fuck this guy. So you're getting this motherfucker pointed at you, you know what I mean? So he comes up to my driveway, and he was like, hey. And I was like, hey. And he's like, how do you like living here? And I'm like,
Just living.
it's a house, and you know, it's okay. What about your neighbors? Do they ever come outside? I'm like, no, not really. They're fucking really quiet people. I don't know. And then he's like, oh, okay. Well, what's it like work wise out here? Like, what kind of work is there? Like, I'm good at math and like, and like I'm good at, you know, stuff like that and doing these things and that thing. And I'm like, and I'm looking at the guy, and he's not like a tweaker, and he doesn't look like and I know heroin addicts. I grew up around heroin. He's not a heroin addict. He doesn't look like a druggie to me. Like, he doesn't look that way. And so I'm looking at this dude, and I'm like, what the fuck is kind of, and you can tell he just seems like kind of unstable. And I'm like, okay. And I keep looking down at the knife, and he's like, oh yeah. And he was like admiring my truck. And I'm like, he's like, oh yeah, is this I have a owner manual for for a 02 and blah, 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 blah.
Just the owner manual?
And I'm like, oh, okay. I said, this is a 2011. It doesn't really apply.
He's a tweaker.
No, but he wasn't though. Okay, so here, watch. Okay, this is the whole thing. So, so then he's like talking to me, and I'm like, so where are you from, bro? And he's like, or no, I start to ask him. I went to ask him his name, and while this is happening, my wife keeps peeking her head in, and he keeps looking over at her, and he still has his knife on him. So the gun, at that point, my hand was still on the weapon. It was still pointed at him. And then he reached in his pocket. He started pulling the knife out, and I put my finger from the slide to the trigger guard.
He was like pulling it out, just like
yeah, he
dweedling
pulled,
with it.
Yeah, and so but he pulled it out like all the way, and he was like, and I put my finger from the slide to the trigger guard because I'm in a chair. He's about 15 feet away from me, and if he lunges, I'm gonna put 2 in his ass before he gets to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just telling you right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna have the best aim because it's in my pocket and I'm shooting from waist high.
But 15 feet,
but,
bro,
you know,
that's
15
a
feet. He's
wrap.
close enough. I'm gonna get him. Like, it's gonna hit. And so, and I'm like angling myself so if it goes down, it's gonna hit a car that's behind him and not like into a house. That's how much process I was. And I'm totally calm this whole time. Like the whole time. And I'm like, dude, I'm calm. And I'm putting my finger about on the trigger, about to shoot this dude. And I'm totally calm. And then he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'll put this away. And then he like takes his backpack off and he puts the knife in. And when he puts the knife in, he drops something. And I look down and it's chrome brass knuckles with like a carabiner clip. And I'm like, the fuck? I was like, that's aggressive. And he goes, sorry, I've been going to like Portland and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And so I just, I bring stuff. And I'm like, well, that's understandable. The whole time I'm still like finger on the trigger guard. And then he puts it in, he zips his backpack up. And I'm like, okay. So then I ease up. I take both my hands out of the hoodie. I'm not worried about him now. And he's like, can I sit? And I said, yeah. So he sits down. And I'm like, hey, where are you from? And he's like, well, here's the thing is that there's like a 7-day discrepancy between here and Forest Grove. And so mind you, this happened on January 23rd. And he's like, and I asked somebody and they said it was January 25th. And I was like, yeah, that's not right. And then he's like, oh yeah. So like, it's like a 7-day discrepancy. And I'm checking my constellation chart and this is where I'm supposed to be. And the time's not right. And it's like the time is off. And I'm like, so there's like a break in the quantum
physics
continuum realm going on here. And he's like, well, maybe. And I'm like, fuck, you're with the right guy right now. Hold on. We're going to talk. It's like I get all comfortable.
Homie went from fucking about to shoot a motherfucker to
like,
all right.
Oh, fuck this
tell
dude.
Tell me where you're supposed to be.
This is great.
And mind you, this whole time, Katrina already called the cops.
She already called the cops. So I know they're coming.
You're just like stalling for the cops.
And the thing is this is my mentality. My mentality is he's here. He's talking to me. He's sitting down. I'm sitting down. He's not a problem to anyone except for me. And the only thing he's fucking with is my sleep right now. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, he's just fucking with my sleep.
That would have been fucking cause for me to shoot him.
Right. Well, okay. So check this. So check this shit out, right? So then the cop comes and so we're sitting there and we're talking and we're chilling. We're just talking the whole time. The cop's like, he rolls up and he goes, "You live here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I live here." Like, I know we look the same because I'm just wearing a hoodie, basketball shorts and shit, and it's 32 degrees outside. You know what I mean? And he looks, and he's like fully dressed, so whatever.
They do say hoes never get cold.
That's true. It's true.
Fríos para los perros.
But yeah, so the cop's like, "You live here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I live here." So as soon as the cop engages with him, so he starts asking him a few questions, I back up and I put the 9mm, my firearm. Put my firearm on the table. Yeah. You know what I mean? Behind me. It's about 15 feet behind me.
Because the cops are there.
Because the cops there, and I don't want to have some accident where I get shot. You know what I mean? Fuck all that, So I walk up, and then I start, I don't walk up. I wheel up in my little rolly chair, because I'm in my computer chair in the garage, so I'm like, scoot. And I walk out there. I roll out there.
Those sound effects are amazing.
I know. That's exactly what it sounded like. And then
if you ever sit in this chair and you wheel around, it sounds like scoot.
It really does sound like that. So then I'm looking, and then the cop's like, "Okay, I just want to know your name." And the guy's like, "I have no identifying things on me," and blah blah blah, and he's saying all this shit. And the cop's like, "I just asked your name," and then he's like, "Your fucking uniform's wrong. You're not a real cop. Your uniform's the wrong color." And the cop's like, "I've been wearing this." He's a sheriff, and he's like, "I've been wearing this uniform for 20 years. It's the right color." And then he had, I guess the officer had surgery for skin cancer, and it was just a little bump over here by his eye or whatever. He's like, "Oh, you have a head injury. How are you a cop and you have a head injury and your uniform's wrong? This is all wrong." And I'm like, "Dude, he's part of this quantum realm. Chill the fuck out." Like, you know what I mean? Like, you need to chill, bro. It's part of this quantum realm right now. He's real. He's really there. And then so the guy starts getting aggressive, so he calls another cop to come up. And then he's looking at him, and the guy's still on the ground, and the cop looks at him and goes, "Is that a handle I see hanging out of your pocket?"
A handle?
Yeah, he's like, "Don't reach for it, but there's a handle hanging out of your pocket, and I just want to make sure." And the guy instantly goes and grabs it, and the cop fucking takes a step back, right?
And he
like,
his arm?
though he like put his hand on it though, and like unbuttoned it real quick, like super fast. And he's like, "Don't pull that out." And the guy's like, "It's a magnifying glass." And the whole time I'm like, scoot, back it up like I'm not getting shot. I don't want none of this. Get out of the way. Scoot. Beep. Right. I'm just scooting up backwards. Scoot. So then I was like, he fucking throws a magnifying glass on the ground. The cop's like, "Okay, well, I got to pat you down, this and that." He's like, oh, no. I didn't do anything wrong. I checked my cosmic charts. This is where I'm supposed to be, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, holy fuck, dude, he's going to get fucked up right now. So the cop switches hands and he like holds his taser. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh God, this is going to get great. So then I'm all scoot forward and stuff like that. So I really want to see it now.
World star.
I didn't have my phone on me, dude.
I was about to say, do you got your GoPro yet? Because you should have fucking let that motherfucker like that.
And that's the thing is I didn't have a phone on me. I didn't have anything. So I was super bummed. Because I couldn't even text my wife what was going on. She was like, are you dying outside? Because I heard the cop yelling. And I'm like, it wasn't yelling at me. And then so the cop, like the second cop comes and they come up to me. And then they're like, you know, they had to restrain the guy. And they checked his pockets. They checked everything. No drugs.
What the fuck?
None at all.
Bro,
Yeah, because he
cop,
smoked them all already.
that must have been on shrooms or something.
Dude, so the cop looks at me and he goes, hey, so what's going on? And I was like, well, there's a 7-day discrepancy in the quantum realm when it comes to Forest Grove and where I live.
From Bethany to Forest Grove is a 7-day.
Oh, yeah. And then, and also during that time while I was talking to him, I didn't mention this, but while I was talking to him, he was like, yeah, that's why I have a warrant in Washington County because for, what was it? What did I say it was?
Criminal.
Yeah. God, what did I say?
Criminal misconduct or something like that.
It was mischief.
Criminal mischief. Yeah, it was criminal mischief too, and destruction of property over $500. And I was like, and I'm staring at this guy, right? And so I'm looking at him.
Put a price tag on his fucking
and he's like,
warrant.
yeah, and that's why I have this. And I'm like, criminal mischief too, trespassing. I was like, you have criminal trespassing, and I was like, and destruction of property. That's a big charges.
That's a felony.
Yeah, and he was like, "Well, it was my ex-girlfriend, and I just wanted to get my cat back, and then this lady came out with a machete, and then everything." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
She came in with a machete.
Right. So then they check him, and they're like, "No drugs, nothing." Right at the end, they check him. There's nothing, and the cop's like, "What happened?" And I'm like, "Well, there's a 7-day discrepancy, quantum realm, blah blah blah, brass knuckles in the backpack,
along with a knife."
He says he has a warrant. A bench warrant out for for some charges,
criminal mischief, destruction of property over $500.
Yeah, and destruction of property over $500. I was like, he's been non-combative and actually pretty chill the whole time, and yeah. And I said, and at one point when he first walked up, I had my firearm pointed at him and this and that, but my firearm's behind me on the table, and everything's good. And the cop's like, all of that happened, and I'm like, well, yeah. And he goes, and you were like,
chilling?
Yeah. He's like, dude, you want a job? I shit you not, dude.
Cop offered him a job.
He offered me a job. He was like, do you want a job?
Should have taken it.
And I was like, dude, I'm too fat.
You have not seen some of the troopers.
You haven't seen.
No, I didn't say that. Really.
Yeah, but you haven't met Gresham PD, haven't you?
Yeah, but I still gotta pass like the
fitness test.
And they don't pass it, you good.
Right. No, but these guys were, but it was just really cool. And they were just like, wow, you really handled the situation right. And blah, blah, blah. And this and that. And I was like, whoa, this is fucking trippy, dude.
They took his ass in though, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. They took him. They released him. I think they released him the same day.
This was on Monday.
Oh, yeah. I noticed that a while ago.
We haven't been on air the whole time.
You're,
well, yeah. That was an intense fucking
the
fight.
black plug.
You know?
See the black plug?
Yeah. I saw it.
I mean, don't do it now. But
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter
at
now.
this point.
It doesn't matter.
Did he get arrested?
Yeah,
he did. He got arrested. He got released in the same day though. And he has a trespassing, order for like.
So this fool got arrested and released all before I got off work that day. That's bullshit.
Right. Well, all I knew is I talked to the cop and I'm like, look, dude, I understand you guys want to know everything and this and that, but I need to go to bed. Like, I'm fucking tired, dude. I was like, the only thing this guy fucked with when it came to me was my sleep.
And also would have been like,
and I was like, I did have a 9mm pointer, but yeah, going back to that, I didn't have any. Like I said, I was totally calm, but I also have really bad ADHD and really stressful environment.
You wouldn't say.
Yeah, fuck. But really, really stressful times, like I actually calm down instead of being like insanely stressed. So yeah.
Well, we didn't talk about our guns, but we definitely talked about the story. James, wrap it up.
Check the perimeter.
Check the perimeter.
Oh yeah, check the perimeter. Forgot.
Also, Thank you fucking so much for coming on, bro. I really do appreciate you fucking coming on and talking about your fucking hats. I can't wait. Do you know when orders are coming in?
10 to 15 days.
10 to 15 days?
Yeah.
No, my man, that's pretty soon.
Yeah, 10 to 15
That's
days.
not bad. That's a good
give or take.
turnaround, dude.
So, I placed the orders this week. I got the final confirmation today, which
Nice.
is Friday. So they're pretty quick. They're pretty cool.
Let me know when you're doing your second batch. So I can order.
I honestly, I think I'm about to drop it here soon. Honestly,
Okay.
I think it just
They don't have any camo though, huh?
They do.
They do.
I think they do.
Oh fuck yeah.
I'll order one just for you.
Yeah.
Maybe-
For when I'm hunting bears.
Fuck, you're not buying. I'm buying you. You're blacklisted. You blacklisted, motherfucker.
Also, one
I
time,
had to go there.
if you guys like the also fucking Manoso hats, where can they hit you up to find some of these hats, brother?
So I'm working on a Shopify.
A la verga,
No,
dog.
dude, official.
Yeah, I have one technically. I just need to finish uploading it. Gordo Sexy, shout out. He helped me out with it. But as of right now, all I'm doing is through my Instagram, which is the MANOSO_brand. So I couldn't put Manoso because they don't allow the fucking ñ in
I
the
know.
username.
So it's a Manoso
So it's
brand.
Manoso_brand.
Okay.
Tap in with me there. I am bringing out. I mean, fuck it. I'll drop it here. I am dropping a new design. I won't say what it is, but have your boots ready.
There we go. There we
Have
go.
the boots ready just in case.
My boots.
Yeah.
Your shit kickers, as you like to call them, you racist piece of shit.
Shit kickers.
Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, he's racist towards Mexicans.
I'm so
I love it. High five.
I won't even high five. I'm
What-
not
what-
racist towards Mexicans.
No,
I'm
he's
racist
racist.
towards white people.
Me too.
Fuck them white people.
Yeah, I agree. Fuck them Mexicans too. Just fine. Nah.
Fuck everybody. Okay?
So honestly, like this one right here brings me back to the fucking. Well, Mando knows what's up, you know. Mando brings the corridos, so this reminds me of the fucking the drop that I kind of have an idea. I'll kind of hint it out. I won't say what it is. I'll show you off camera though. So they saw it already. But
Oh yeah. It's
so
fucking-
it brings back if you're Mexican and you grew up on corridos.
if you
original,
listen to corridos in fucking 2012,
Los Twins de Culiacán, Commander Gerardo Ortiz,
yep.
you'll know what's up with it.
Los Buitres,
Los Buitres, shit like that. So if you fucking this has the thing I'm aiming for is like a Western streetwear.
I'm super hyped on this one, by the way. Like I actually am, dude.
So
Like,
like I was
yeah.
telling him, and then I guess I am going through with it. I am going through with it because, like I said, my thing is fucking Latino based right now. I want to widen out. I want to make it more broad out to white people. Honestly,
Right.
I want
those
everybody to
fucking
wear.
white people.
Not all of them are fucking white people. Some of them are.
The one that I know is
He's pretty dope.
I'm okay.
He's okay.
he's alright.
No, but yeah. So the drop. Actually, I am in the works right now. I am just finishing up some things with the people, and I think I might change up a little bit my design, my logo. Well, the logos be completely different, and I'm changing up the quality of the shirts. I make
Is-
them.
Are you doing hoodies anymore?
Yeah, I'm gonna make hoodies.
Do you
Is
make
that
big
gonna
boy
be-
hoodies?
I'm gonna make big boy hoodies.
Oh god, I'm happy.
Question also: is that going to be your new logo, replacing
Nah.
this one, or is it going to be another one?
That is the original one.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a good question.
I'm working on beanies too. I'm working on beanies. I'm working on hats. I'm working on hoodies, crew necks, long sleeve T-shirts, and regular T-shirts.
Nice.
So as you know, that logo is the original logo. That logo is not going anywhere. But with this drop, it's gonna be different.
Nice.
So that's the goal.
Something
excited.
different. Something
Something
fresh.
different. Something different. You know, because like I said, I don't want to have the same thing over and over. And
Exactly,
over and
exactly. That's exactly what we were talking about too. Because we
So-
just have this one right now, and we're thinking about how I told you about the fishing pole with the microphone.
over. Yeah.
We're gonna work with something with
So
that too.
you know, and then that brings another one too for so my fishermen out there too. So
Yeah,
we're dropping
dog.
one. We're dropping one for you guys as well.
I'm excited about that one.
I am fucking.
He told me about it.
Yeah,
It sounds
so
cool.
You
I
should
like
feel my nipples right about now.
I feel something else.
So you dropped. Check the perimeter. We got a cool guy over here on the fucking Highway 212, bro. So you dropped el Manoso brand Instagram. Where else can we follow you at?
You know, we got the ohitseloso on Instagram. That's my personal one, and then the escandaloso el escandaloso podcast.
Nice.
So you know, I'll send them to you.
Which one? Which one do you use the most?
Bro, I'm
So-
bouncing in all of them. Honestly,
Which
Like,
one should I send my dick pics to? Is what I'm asking you.
My phone number. I got
I'm playing. Also, thank you fucking so much for coming on, bro.
What's that number?
I got you. Hey, I only want your guys'. I don't want to send it to nobody else, so I'll send it to you.
That's what
right
I'm
now.
fucking talking about. Also,
I appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much for coming on. Hasta la próxima.
Thanks,
This has
brother.
been the Go Deeper podcast. You already know you guys can follow us on fucking Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, and as of recently, Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and everywhere you get your fucking podcast at. I'm gonna help you out getting your shit on fucking Spotify.
I'm about to go deeper with them too right now when we're done.
Oh,
By the way, I want to know, do bears shit in the woods?
I got you.
is
they
the
really?
Pope Catholic? Does Matt have a beard? All these questions are yes.
Yes.
Hasta la próxima. Muchas gracias. Thank you.